Quicks, up to speed. It has been 3 months since the war.
Mm-hmm.
So the last couple of weeks, what you have been doing is you've been hunting Xeon remnants who are pirating local shipping and actual pirates in the Side 4 shoal zone. You have been pulled off the line yesterday. You are doing an exercise today. Since you, Bucky, are an ace, and Bonky has the Gundam, they're setting
I'm
you up
also
against...
an ace, to be clear.
Yeah, no, we were all aces.
Just so the record is straight.
Yeah, so
everyone here is an ace.
Yeah. Since you two are the fancy pilots, you are being set up in a scrimmage match against the Rio team's fancy pilots, which is an experimental Gelgoog and another RX-78-1.
What? Messed up. I thought they only made
Yeah, that's
one.
right. You're not the only one.
How many did they make? It turns out just like, another series comes
Lots.
out after. It's like there's actually
Redacted.
30 of them.
Hold on,
There's
let me
actually
Google.
500.
My
earlier.
My mental images of the Zeke mobile suits is not very good. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm good. I'm better.
Yeah,
okay. No, that's one of the easy ones.
That's a cool looking one.
Yeah, Gelgoogs are great.
They look better. For me, it's Zaku and then Gelgoog. The other ones look kind of silly.
Anyways,
Anyway,
it is currently... Hey, let me check the exact date I put down.
oh, I did a test roll. This is not going to go
March
over
9th. Would anyone like to roll a D10 for narrative points?
I don't have a D10 anymore. I left it at home. Didn't bring it to my dorm.
Would you like me to roll?
Yes, please. How about we just leave it how it is right now?
Oh, I rolled a 9.
I feel like I'm on the wrong.
Ignore what he said. Let's take the 9.
Okay then. So, Matra, you found out about everyone's condition, and at the end of the last episode, it's currently morning. You were pulled off the line yesterday. What are you doing right now? You have a bit of free time.
Probably would be checking on my, surprising to me, deeply traumatized squad, I suppose. Like, seeing how everyone's doing after the last day. And,
Not traumatized, stressed. That's a strong word. Well, we can't say the same for Max, but...
I was going to say, certain parts are... It's a spectrum. There are better and worse on that chain.
Yeah.
Plus, probably doing my backfilling of actually doing the paperwork, which I feel that often does not necessarily get done in a timely fashion.
Xeon might be the opponent, but paperwork is the real enemy.
Yeah. I didn't sign up for the fucking EFSF or some goddamn paperwork.
So, Prep, you want to check up on your team. You also heard that some people from Bark Team are coming over for an exercise in like an hour or two.
Okay.
What do you want to check up on first?
Probably would check in with Rally first, because basically see if he's got his shit put back together, and if not, scramble to make sure that we are ready for this.
Mr. 40-year-old about to beef with a fucking teenager. Yeah.
Where do you want to go to look for Rally? It's like 8 o'clock right now.
Probably check the hangar first, see if he's down there checking shit out, and then if that fails to work, just work my way through the ship trying to figure out where would I be most likely to run into him.
Okay, then you go to the hangar. Inside, there's a lot more activity. There is a extra mobile suit in the hangar. It's another Gundam. One of the arms is not painted, however.
Is it just pure metal, pure gray metal?
Yes, yes, it is.
Like a power wash any paint off.
More like it's a replacement.
Oh.
Hasn't been painted yet, straight from the factory.
It looks like it
It's
tastes.
been 3 months and I haven't gotten it painted yet, I guess.
No, you heard that Silverhand Bonky is on the ship right now.
No way, Johnny Silver. He'll blow up
Yeah,
Arasaka.
Bonky finally earned that nickname.
Dude, Bonky's gonna fucking blow up something. He's gonna blow up something. It's gonna be a
Bonklon City.
We
Yeah.
It's
gotta.
literally a nuclear bomb. And then they don't address the civilian casualties.
He's gonna put on glasses. We're gonna start hearing fucking the Rebels half start playing.
There's a banger song though. It's so good.
You
Yes, it is.
see two people in pilot suits you have not met before. One, they're not particularly tall. However, one of them has a very nice mustache. They're currently talking to Faust and Max Cohen.
Oh shit.
You just imagine those two were like tripping over themselves to get a good look at this new Gundam. So that does not surprise me overly much.
No. Who's the pilot of the Gundam again?
That would be. Yeah.
Bonky.
Is this
All right.
dialogue or are you saying that? Okay.
Yes, dialogue. I'm gonna start dialogue. So Faust is talking with them along with Max, presumably about the training exercise. But Faust is actually going to say, "I would like to thank you, Master Chief Petty Officer Bonky." Fuck, that's a great name. No, sorry. Let me actually say something serious. Faust would like to thank you for the data you've provided us with the Gundam. It proved useful in developing the FSD as well as various other mobile suits.
I always wondered what the avionics department was always doing. It's super weird. There's something. One of the quirks of the Dash 1, I guess, is that its avionics just fire themselves after like a couple months. I always wondered what they did with them afterwards. I'm glad they fixed that.
Your combat data proved insightful in that issue.
Mm,
Mostly address it during the development of the FSD, as well as the heavy Gundam later on.
yeah. I guess I did use it probably not how it was meant to, but we did what we could.
It's only a
Hmm.
prototype.
She nods.
And so Max is this 18-year-old kid. He is an ensign, and however, he looks very green. He is shorter than you, by both of you. He is a Zeke.
What is he wearing?
We're gonna have to kill him. This gotta happen. We gotta kill him.
Yeah, he's.
I'm sorry.
He's wearing a pilot suit, a Xeon one. He looks.
No. What is Bucky wearing?
Oh yeah, what is Bucky wearing? What is Bucky wearing?
So I guess the same thing that he's been wearing, which is the pilot suit with the shitty poncho, which has been worn out by
With
now.
the poncho and cowboy hat.
Poncho
Okay.
that was bought as a bit, and the cowboy hat. Doesn't matter if he's wearing a helmet. It's on there. He looks
Just seeing
terrible.
like
It's a bad outfit.
It's a strange fit.
It's atrocious. It's atrocious.
Max looks to the two of you and asks, "Did you guys really capture or 5 Musais on your first time out?"
Did we?
Was it 5?
No, it
I
wasn't.
was 5.
No,
That's an exaggeration.
No. Bonky turns to Bucky and like 5. It wasn't.
I
Wasn't
don't
it?
even remember if we. I actually don't remember if we captured even
Yeah,
one.
so-
Like,
so-
I have no
Yeah, so
memory.
from that
How many
session,
was it?
you captured 2 and 4 mobile suits.
Right. Because the thing is because Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think we
Bucky
captured
actually doesn't
only.
remember what he did last
2.
week. So
Yeah. Bucky's kind of mentally still in 0075, which is problematic. But yeah, no, it was just 2. We ended up getting 5 over the. Did it add up to 5 by the end? I think. I don't know. I don't like thinking about it. It was only 3 months ago, but it feels longer ago than it actually was.
So just to say this out of character here, ship captures was 9. Your kills were 13 in total.
that's fucking ridiculous.
What? Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember that one time, like later on, when you did the crazy bullshit with the crazy roll.
Yeah.
That was like,
But yeah, it was we did capture a lot of ships over the course of the year, I guess, but never that many all at once.
not really we. It was mostly you.
It was
Mostly, I opted to try to blow them up most of the time.
You did, but I still couldn't have done it without you.
Well, it was more my presence. It was you kind of did all of you did all of the talking. Like I don't
What
think
on
anybody
earth
ever
was
actually
that?
said anything.
I mean, maybe. There was that time we had to bust you out of. Never mind.
You look at Max, and then you look across the room to see Zach Wall, the man who captured Bucky.
Yeah. Wait.
Bucky
What?
does not remember.
Yeah.
Bucky does
What?
not remember.
What the? Bucky, is that the Zeke who tortured you for information? Sotto voce. Officially, none of this ever happened.
Bucky looks over and he goes, "I got no fucking idea."
And that we killed?
No, you
I don't fucking
didn't
know.
kill that guy.
Okay.
I have no fucking clue.
However, you
He genuinely does
Bonky,
not
you
know.
do remember that Bucky was very torn up because they took his revolver. He never got it back.
No, that's the guy who was with Yepsy Duke. The gold mobile suit wacko.
I remember that guy. We blew him up. Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Okay.
blew him up. This as I recall, and my memory is spotty for these kinds of things, but as I recall, that was his boss or something, and he's here wearing an EFSF uniform.
No, he's in a Xeon uniform.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
I
The
thought I
Republic of
explained
Xeon.
this. Yes,
The
Republic of
Republic
Xeon.
Oh, right. No, it's just like right. Back in character. Wouldn't he? Did we have a Nuremberg?
Fuck is it?
Like,
Nuremberg?
was there a 1-year war
Nuremberg.
equivalent of the Nuremberg trials?
Oh, that was out of character. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was out of character.
However, the Republic of Xeon is very short on officers, and he is a loyalist.
Oh, he got
Oh, so
Reichswehr.
It's like NATO. It's like okay,
It's
like NATO.
it's like NATO. It's like, oh, this is just a totally not suspicious major general in the Bundeswehr. Please don't ask questions, Amerikaner.
Yeah, it's like like don't ask what he was doing in World War II. I know
In
he's
between the years of blink and blink.
Bucky's just like, Bucky, I could have sworn this guy war crimed you a few months ago.
Can I kill him? Should we kill him?
No.
You're saying this right in front of Max, one of his subordinates.
Oh wait, when you say
Beat him
Max,
up.
do you not mean Bucky?
No, Max Cohen.
There's a character.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a character.
Okay.
Just confusing for the first 30
Oh
seconds.
God,
and then I was
I'm
like,
pretty sure I beat him up or something.
we could do it again. I mean,
No, it'd be so. I just hope he doesn't recognize me. That'd be so awkward.
Just to interject, I'm so glad this answers what the fuck that guy's deal was, because when you first introduced that character, I got that very like there is a like capitalization on this name, like it's a name people will recognize. Like I have no idea who this is. If I just missed somebody in the Gundam canon, now I understand,
No.
and I feel slightly less stupid.
No, it's sort of like the equivalent of it. If imagine Infetti Scum, where it's 3 new people and Cav suddenly just like shows up. Yeah, there he is. There's Cav.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's sort of like that.
You want to like, he looks over to Bunky, he's like, you want to, and he shadow boxes the air. He's like, you want to, get him?
No, we
Like,
have to.
corner him?
We have to wait. No, wait. I remember.
Oh, so you're saying we're gonna do it? Okay.
No. This was No, this guy was the Caecilia Zabi stan. I guess that's why he's still alive.
You do actually. I'm surprised you remembered that, Quix.
Yeah, I certainly didn't just Google Zach. I just certainly didn't just do a Control F for Zach Wall in the Rogues Gallery session record.
That also works, but good on you for remembering.
No, because we actually had a very long. This isn't important to the task at hand.
I like to assume this conversation you two are having is like while the other two are still peppering me with like technical questions, and you've completely
we're
zoned
completely
out.
ignoring them. We're like,
It's like Faust just kind of like glances over at Bronchi.
Well, I'm not gonna talk to him unless he wants.
And that Bronchi glances over at Max.
Well,
Yeah, we're
Bucky,
gonna-
let's not talk to him unless he tries to talk to us first. Things might get awkward. We did kill his friend.
I did figure out like fully how to beat a guy up in zero gravity. I figured it out.
You got pretty good at it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Cullen coughs into his hand to stop the conversation about killing his superior officer.
We didn't say kill. We didn't say kill.
You did.
Actually,
You did actually.
You did.
You definitely did say that, Bucky.
Listen,
Then he
say something
asks,
and you don't really mean it.
Cullen then says, "Didn't you guys repel borders that one time? What
We've-
was that like?"
We've been around.
At the time with the dynamite.
Was that the time with the dynamite? Yeah, I think
it
it
was
was.
with the big ass bomb. It was with
Yeah.
the big ass bomb.
No, and then we actually it was largely. I would say it was Bucky's idea, but it was really more inspired by Bucky. We used the air filtration vent system as a method of egress into the sections of the ship that the boarders were aboard, and we spaced them.
You spaced him so hard.
Vindicated.
It was so hard.
I've been vindicated.
Yeah, and
I
it.
was right all along.
Please allow me, Bucky. Yeah, it was a strange experience, and also we had a scare about being boarded a few weeks earlier, so we were kind of expecting something like that to happen eventually. Yeah, things got wild in the shoal zones.
Oh yeah, that Mac Cohen says, "Yeah, you guys fought mostly on the shell zones, right?"
Almost entirely, except for the very beginning and the very end. Yeah.
Matro, you're hearing all of this. Do you want to involve yourself in this?
Yeah, I'll
interesting...
go over and like introduce myself and say hello.
Okay then. Everyone sees Matro. If you Fripp, if you'd be so kind to give your physical appearance to everyone.
Sure, I'm definitely just gonna go read that section because sometimes I forget myself. Kind of average height, sandy colored hair, mustache, kind of formal bearing. I don't know how you'd phrase it. Matro's like in his mid-20s.
A lieutenant, though.
Yeah, lieutenant. Probably has a grin on his face because he's finding the technical sections questions just being bounced off without being noticed. Like that's been a recurring thing I've noticed in this game. So it's like it's business as usual.
I see. Bonky jabs Bucky in the shoulder and stands at attention.
Oh! He stands up. Stands at attention.
As he says this, Go ahead.
You are staring at each other. Matro has yet to speak.
Welcome to the sorry. I just fucked up my words there. I said, welcome to the Rio. I hope you find it interesting.
Most ships are interesting, I found. Especially right now in this sort of... Bonky sort of wobbles his hand, like interim, I guess.
Well, Max Cohen then says, well, things will probably blow over in a year or two. Remnants won't be able to keep this up forever.
Probably.
Insert the fucking da-na-na-na-na-na-na. The remnants keep it up for a long time.
Yeah. Like we hear the drum roll of the season 1 of the like first core OP for Zeta, just like and like, huh? Okay, I'm sure.
I'm sure things will be great in about
Also,
7 years' times.
I'm now realizing we never told Beef where babies come from, but
my
we'll have to
God.
do that later.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
He did figure out Italy though.
He did figure out Italy.
After
Half of us
much,
didn't believe in Italy.
yeah, after much persuasion, we finally got Beef Jupiter to believe in Italy. But we still slept and we forgot. We slept on teaching Beef how where babies come from.
They come out of your eye,
Oh.
right?
Wonder what he's up to. I think he's fully teamed. The stork brings them.
Currently, Beef are now
What is
and
Beef
Paluch.
up to?
Yeah, they're all still on the Barcelona because the reason why you two were selected to be here is because Arnau doesn't want to deal with Bucky right now.
That's
And-
fair, and I'm babysitting Bucky again.
No, and
Not a
Bonky has
child.
to be here. You were specifically requested.
Oh, yeah, on account of
You know, you have the
on account of the quote unquote war hero stuff.
Yeah, so like Arnau doesn't want to deal with Bucky, and you have to go anyways.
That's usually how things go on Bark Team.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happens when Arnaud's in charge. We shouldn't have let Jane get
Yeah,
blown up.
we're gonna like put firecrackers under his bed, right?
Arnaud? I didn't hear that. You can't be talking to me about things like this, Bucky.
In front of an officer? 3 officers?
Yeah.
3 officers. That's just kind of.
I need to apologize for Bucky's behavior right now. Our Bark Team for most of the war was enlisted only, and in enlisted spaces, there's a certain kind of gallows humor that tends to develop, and Bonky has always had. Bucky is wearing the hat and the poncho, and Chief Bucky here, Bonky says, like slapping him on the shoulder, like slightly too hard on purpose.
He goes,
Is like has always had some slight issues with. And he kind of trails off a little bit, filtering his statements in front of officers. It's one of the idiosyncrasies and eccentricisms that comes with being a triple ace, quadruple ace.
Yes, but Bucky, what was your exact kill count?
I forgot the number.
Let me go back. 14, 11 mobile suits.
Nearly a triple ace.
It might be behind.
It's amazing how much my tinnitus acts up around bona fide war heroes.
Bonky is like pretty like kind of cringes internally, sort of like I definitely laid it on too thick.
Faust is clearly just beginning to tune them out.
Bucky looks over at Bonky and he gives just he gives it like a what the huh face.
You can't talk about killing officers.
He said it 3 times. The limit
What?
is 4.
You've never done it. No, the limit is 0. You can't do it at all.
No, I said.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, shuts up.
Later.
Faust lets out a small sigh, and she kind of thinks to herself for a moment. This is the guy we gave the Gundam to. All right, whatever.
I've had it longer than you have. Okay.
Like slightly these are the clowns we gave our experimental suit to. Oh well, at least it wasn't as bad as a teenager getting in the RX 72.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, wait,
the US
no,
loves the Marines.
actually-
They're the
I
Marines.
was gonna say, but the Zeons did in fact stick a teenager in the Gilgoog, so we're not too far ahead.
Oh, so were you, Lieutenant Faust, involved in the creation of the Gundam? Involved in the Gundam program?
She was involved in Operation V. Yes, she enlisted, she joined the EFF when the war broke out, mostly because of the mobile suits. I never explained Faust, but Faust is a very mid-20s woman who's 5'8". She has pretty much white hair, pale skin, and light blue eyes from Germany. So the progenitor to Zeon,
That's
but
crap.
not Zeon. And yeah, no, she's got a 5 in academics.
I've always been, if you have any sort of communication with them still, if you could send my compliments to the person who writes the manuals for the Gundam, those things are alarmingly informative, frankly. I felt like I could fly the Gundam after reading the first 5 pages of it.
Can I do it?
Faust,
No, you cannot.
Faust gives him a small nod, and it's just like, I will do that. If anything, he probably had a small hand in writing the manual, but let's not go too far.
There's an awkward silence now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bucky
Oh,
goes, he's like popping his mouth. You
You know what? Shit, no, Faust is, yeah, no, Faust isn't gonna break the silence. That's Macho's job. He's the social one.
Again, that's a spectrum that just does not reach too high. But
Hey, Macho, speaking of that, would you like to roll keen in politics for me? -1.
sure.
Would you like to spend a narrative point on this?
Sure. What the hell?
How
I have 9 of them.
So I will roll that.
There's so many.
Oh, that wasn't very good.
Would you like to roll another?
I mean, the way you're phrasing it makes it sound like I should.
It could be. It is narratively very significant if you fail this.
I will spend again.
Go, go, go. We believe in you.
You said -1?
-1, but you gave yourself a +2.
Yeah, so that will be a single success.
Single success. Lieutenant Matcher heard through the grapevine that like 8 years ago, Bonky Birio there was a court of inquiry where he was accused of being a condylist. This might be interesting information with your recent moral questions.
As we already all know, understanding what condylism correctly is an incredibly hard politics check. So
That's true.
wisdom on that one. I will keep that in mind. Don't suppose anyone's seen Rally anywhere.
No, I have not seen the what rank is Rally again.
Lieutenant.
I have not seen the lieutenant.
Cohen says, I believe he was in the mess hall.
Raj.
We should, Bucky, we should probably report to the people who were in charge of the trading operation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
By the way, you need to paint that arm because it's fucking ugly.
No, I like it.
No, it looks bad. It clashes with the entirety of the suit.
That's the
It
point.
needs to be changed.
No,
it looks bad.
I've barely customized it at all. This is where you draw the line. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Listen. Clearly, you didn't take an art class in college because
in college, I'm almost 40, Bucky.
college is an important time.
I'm going to use the opportunity while they're bickering again, and the awkward silence is broken to take off and go and try and find Rally.
Rude.
Okay then. Faust, would you like to make an engineering check on the modifications to the Gundam?
Sure.
Keen and engineering.
Keen and engineering. Nice. I got a 6, so that's like 4 successes. Let's see, the threshold was, and I got a 9, and I got a 6. Never mind. Yep, 4 successes. I was right.
On the Gundam, you notice that.
Okay.
So on the what's the word? The head. Yes, that's the word I was thinking of. There is you take a closer look at the head, and you notice on the very very top, like the mohawk. It's not the original RX 78 one. It's a
What do
Gym
you mean by
Sniper
that?
custom. It's a Gym Sniper custom mohawk.
Um. Okay. Faust nods.
Um, and you know they have better optics than like the original
Yeah.
Sweet
Ah.
of
Then the RX-78 one, yes.
yeah, the
They
original production runs.
they perform quite well. They were well, not on par with the Gundam, but they were definitely acing
Yeah,
it.
I would say they're on par. The score says they're
Was,
pretty close.
was it the Gym? Yeah, no, wait. The Gym Sniper 2 was the one that
Custom.
was like technically
Better.
ahead of the Gundam.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
So
Faust.
yeah, in the scoring system, a Gym Sniper or custom is 30. A Gundam is 32. Very
Right.
close.
Faust.
Also, as you're on your way up to the helmet, you notice on the cheek, kind of in big stencils, there's the words Beati Misericordes on it, on the side.
Beati Misericordes. Let's look that up. So let's look that up, because I'm not smart, unlike my character.
Blessed are the merciful.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so this is gonna turn to Bonky. She's gonna ask, Faust noticed that you've modified the head for the Gundam. Do you perchance prefer long-range combat?
It's really more for this enhanced situational awareness. We just needed it in the shoal zone. It's with the enhanced sensor vein of the sniper custom. It's almost like having eyes in the back of your head, and you just can't afford to be snuck up on in a shoal zone. It was mostly my plane captain, Marion Hands, who she's more responsible for the modifications than I am.
Faust will nod and say, That's a. I'm trying to think of words right now. That is a very suitable modification for your area of operation. It could prove useful. And she takes out her small notebook and writes that modification down. It
Mm.
seems you may continue to help with mobile suit development, Master Chief Petty Officer.
Anything I can do to help?
He's gonna write that down. And is there a chance? Is there a chance if I roll or something? Is there a chance Faust could have or asked or maybe somehow figured out the Gelgoog's a new fancy schmancy cockpit?
Yeah, that is a question. Halibut, would you have talked about the Goku X's cockpit?
Would you
It
have
was very
talked to the experts?
yeah, it's very strange looking.
I thought there was gonna be a scene where we could explain that last session, but I do imagine that there was some time in between here and last session where Haliva was just like talking, hey, why is the cockpit so fucking weird? Like he's just asking around, or he asked Foss specifically. Like not even trying to share information, like, hey, do you know that cockpit is like all round like, and instead of like 3 screens it's one big one?
You see Faust's eye fucking shimmer. You're like, oh, really? As she just starts berating you with questions about it. And she gets a pretty good idea, and yeah. Can I get a mind health point off that?
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, a health recovery. I wanted to start the session by getting to the mind back.
Okay then, Matro, you're going to the mess hall. You get there. At the pilot's table, you see Halava and Rally talking. Rally seems to be in a better mood. It's pretty busy. It is 8 o'clock.
AM or PM?
AM. It's the morning.
Okay. Space morning.
Everyone sets their clocks the same. It's a socially useful construct.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, he'll go over and join Raleigh and Halva. Say that the pilots from the Barcelona have arrived.
When you get there, Halava is explaining. They're just talking about what they're going to do after the war. Now that the war is over, because Rowley's getting old, so he's 40. Not surprising.
I gotta
Retirement
say, this
and all
game just keeps making me feel like my blood is turning to dust. Everyone's like, he's 5 minutes from retirement. He's turning 40. He's practically ancient. It's like, I'm 33 has never felt so goddamn old. Sorry.
So Halava, Rowley has asked you a question. What are you going to do now? You're only enlisted, and it's not like you have to stay in the army.
He sort of like is biting at his thumb. Well, I still have a few more months for my service, but after that, he sort of like scratches his head. I don't know, I might re-enlist, honestly. There's not a lot going on in Von Braun now. I hear there's job opportunity, sure, but like, I don't know, I don't think it's gonna be the same. Don't really have anything else going for me, but, well, this.
Well, Von Braun, like, that's where Hervik is like, they might get into mobile suits. You have plenty of skills to be like a test pilot.
That's true.
Shucks, I sure do hope I don't end up testing no Gundam project. That would oh man.
Yeah, no, I heard about this, that Anaheim's been getting into, just rumors, but, you know.
No. Rowley points up his hand. It's going to be Hervik. Hervik has always done fighters, and their mobile suits are fighters. Anaheim, good luck with that.
I mean,
Plus,
hey, a lot of the stuff on the ship is made by Anaheim. Like, none of the mobile suits, obviously, or any of the weaponry, but, like, you know, the electronics, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they get into anything, but no, I think you're right. They're probably just gonna stick to general electronics.
It's just like cuts to Faust and Jabra, like, man, we got the new parts from Anaheim. Good, put them over there, and it cuts back.
right next to the ones from Yashima Heavy Industries.
Yeah.
Yep. After you're hearing this discussion, then Rally mentions, well, there's also, well, you know how to pilot a petite mobile suit. There's reconstruction on the sides. There's probably going to be plenty of reconstruction work on Earth. You'll have a pension.
Well, see, that's why I'm saying I'm not worried about work. I'm sure there are plenty of job opportunities out there, but I've been here for so long already, and even after the war, I've just kept fighting. It's hard to explain, but I don't think I can work a normal job. This is my life. I sleep here. Everybody I know is here, except my parents. This is kind of all I have going for me right now.
Oh, Palucho, you're what, 23? You could become an officer, I'm sure. Or they have classes
Palucho?
for someone.
Who's Palucho?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, this is so confusing for me as well. It's because I was like, no, Palucho, get out of the military, go as far as you can out of here. But I was like, no,
Why,
you're someone else.
Palucho has actually not gone into a mobile suit since Aboaku.
No, you hate it here. Leave, Palucho. I'm like, no, you're just someone else.
Yeah, I'm
You're just
some
some
other
other.
guy
You're just some guy.
who has the
Bonky
same
and-
voice.
It's the same
Bonky and-
voice, and it's messing me up.
Bonky and Bucky walk into that fucking mess hall, hear Halava's voice, and they're like, Palucho.
Palucho, no.
Yeah, that's a good point. You guys the rest of you are walking in because you need to get breakfast.
Okay, look.
You hear a familiar voice.
Palucha's voice coming out from somebody else, and he just goes. No. Okay, he looks at Punky. He goes, "You hear that? Not hallucinating."
It sounds so familiar. It's just like looks completely different, but sounds exactly the same.
Did he have relatives that we don't know about? Like
No,
anybody?
he talked about his family pretty openly. I feel like he would have mentioned this.
Yeah. Maybe we're crazy. Like, is it? Like, can
I
multiple
don't
people
know.
hallucinate at once?
Just ever since I got on this ship, I've always felt kind of weirdly out of place, you know? Like I'm just sort of
Yeah,
meant to be somewhere else.
Yeah, it feels so weird. I think I need to go see a therapist after this.
Now?
Yeah, we're fine. We're good.
The most
Not after-
traumatizing experience for Bonky and Bucky is fucking not the war. Going on to
Being
somebody
traumatized is traumatizing.
entering another plot is the most traumatizing thing they've experienced.
Crossover episodes are never
To quote Firefly,
weird.
the torture, Mal. Do you remember the torture?
Or the hospital ship you blew up that one
Yeah,
time.
all of the everything.
It doesn't matter. Showing up on another ship is actually more traumatizing. Listen, I can deal with the guilt of destroying a hospital ship filled with thousands of soldiers, but I can't be. This is too far out of my comfort zone. Anyway.
Yeah, Matro, you've reached the table. You want to talk to Lieutenant Raleigh to inform him.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm basically informing of something he's going to learn about 30 seconds from the sounds of things. It's like, hey, by the way, the pilots from the Barcelona arrived as we hear them like nattering coming down the hallway.
Yeah, there they are.
It's like, oh, I feel extraordinarily efficient this morning.
Yeah, no one ever accused the Q of the Barcelona of winning any excellence or efficiency awards.
God, could you imagine?
Probably
Not-
hold the conversation I was going to have with Raleigh till it's like a little less public. So I'm just going to grab coffee.
Coffee tastes bad. It's been brewed for too long.
God, it has just been one thing after. It's just all dog shit on this ship. Because let's see, the food's been terrible. The coffee's bad. I think last episode, Hal established that we were out of cigarettes.
Are we like out in the belt or something? Where is the Rio in the solar system?
The side 4 shoal zone.
No, okay. No, that's just the FSF. I'm sorry to say it. You must
Yeah,
be new
but-
here.
Or you must have had it really good.
Oh yeah, you must have. It's just like shoal
She's-
zones, especially, are like this because they're so hard to navigate into and out of. They take a lot of time.
Bunky, you notice that Matro is suspiciously young for his rank.
I'm gonna take advantage of his naivete, and just exploit him.
Bucky, just please. What's our officer policy?
Don't talk to them.
Yeah, you talk to me and I talk to the officers. That's how we stop you from getting in trouble, right?
Just like shit. I was trying to. I can't think of a metaphor. Just give me like 5 hours, and it'll come up the worst time.
It always
You
does.
see-
Carry on, sir. I apologize for my comrades'
They're
interruptions.
just saying this as the lieutenant is passing by. He can fully hear them.
You know, there's
Like,
just
I'm very quickly learning the policy is just best to not hear you guys.
no. The thing is,
I'm kind of running like you guys had a reputation in the squadron of like, yeah, they're a bunch of aces and like they're respect. It's like, oh, they're also a bunch of fucking crazy people, but they are still good at their jobs.
It's
So-
mostly that Bucky is in that job. And
I'm gonna have
Bonky
to
is
let
playing
you
it.
into a lesson that I learned when I was serving my battlefield commission as temporary commander, and what Arnaud and Jane had to learn, which is it's best to pretend that you didn't hear what Bucky said.
Getting a lot of flashbacks to dealing with Mag the very short time we had him. Just like
Yeah, no.
don't
Faust
listen to
is
the
just
exact
like-
words. Like you can kind of just go off the vibe and for your own sake ignore exactly what's being said.
Yes.
Yeah, Faust is employing the mag strategy of just completely tuning them out, or well, mostly tuning them out.
As someone who was once an LTJG myself, sometimes it's just to pretend you didn't hear that, sir.
Yeah, but now you are working again, Bonky, like a real person.
Yeah, I am. For the best. They'd probably drag 5 more years out of me if I kept my commission.
Riley says, "Oh, hello," and greets the new arrivals.
Who's Rally? Who is this? Josh O'Shea.
Commander of the Rio team. He is 40 years old. You all go to eat breakfast. So
Breakfast.
like all of the pilots are here. Let's see
It's breakfast.
what's today's breakfast is French toast.
And what day of the week is it?
Um,
What day
what
is
it-
it? What date?
the date is I did write this down.
Like March 9th or
March
something?
9th. March 9th of 0080.
What's the
Don't
day,
ask.
day of the week?
I have no
Can
idea.
I use a narrative point?
Okay,
to make it
March.
Saturday?
No, you may not. Oh,
Not
God
again.
damn it, Max! You can't do this. Can't do
Not
this.
again.
Okay,
Alright, alright.
the real March 9th of 2080 will be a Saturday.
All right, cool. It's
Real?
Saturday.
Are you for real?
Yeah, March 9th, 2080 will be a Saturday. Bucky, we're in the military. The day of the week has never really mattered. Like, what is the day of the week in space, truly? What is the day of the week? Decide one.
Sabbath. It's Shabbat.
Oh, it is the Sabbath. That's right. What does that entail for space again? Like, how's that different?
You mean
No, I'm just like, we're in space.
like how time
Like,
works in space?
Well, the thing is like the sun, I mean, we're in a Lagrange orbit, so like we only get like sunrise and sunset like roughly once a month. So like,
If you're in a
how does that work?
A colony, like
I mean, like it depends on where the colony is specifically, right? Like, because if you're in low Earth orbit, the sun rises and sets like every 90 minutes. I mean, that complicates things.
Plus, then you have the people in charge of like the weather in the colony deciding when sun up and sundown is.
Yeah, it's all a
Sure.
bit arbitrary once you leave the
You're-
surly bonds of Earth, don't you think? It's all a
If
bit
you're
academic at
living-
this point.
If you're living on a colony and you're Muslim, which direction do you pray to?
Yeah,
Uh,
so we talked about this before.
Or you point towards
We
Earth.
have talked about. Yeah, you just go
Just
towards
Earth
Earth.
in general.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have like a device that like points to Earth.
You do need a device. We can find. I can show you pictures of the device installed on the ISS later.
Wait, that's a real thing. I can look.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
This was a real problem.
Yeah, this is because a lot of the people who went on Intercosmos were from Central Asia and were Muslims. ISS prayer rug.
So you're all
Contraption.
sitting down and eating.
Awesome.
Riley looks over to you, Bonky, and says, "So, Master Chief, if Scrooge is today, then," and he looks over to Max and Faust. Any ideas on who you want to go up against?
I think it would only be natural for the Gundams to go up against each other, TBH.
And he
Wait,
looks
who's he asking that to?
Bonky.
The we're good against everything. Kind of the type of fighting we're the best at. We sort of can only really go up against 3 or Bucky and I. We could probably do us two versus 3 or 4 of yours. We don't really have a preference on who. We just got here.
Hmm. That seems like a workable solution. We're gonna be using paint rounds for the duration of the exercise.
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
What an inelegant solution.
Aim specifically for his arm. Because
No, I just think that's
Look at that.
funny. Just imagine like
Aye.
a Kessler. Just imagine like a
That's
Kessler
canonical.
syndrome of like paint just swinging around orbit forever.
You laugh, but canonically, mobile suits do have paint rounds.
it's fucked up.
That's silly. I need to
It
talk to
is.
this Tomino guy.
It wasn't Tomino. It was in Stardust.
I need to talk to this Mr. Stardust memory.
Never seen it.
It might kill you.
So you
Might
go about eating, and now you're done eating.
Was it good?
It's
No.
it's arm. No,
It,
it's army
it,
food.
it,
Wait,
it,
okay,
it hasn't.
average.
It hasn't
Like
been
what we usually
before.
get.
Why would it be now?
Was
Dude,
it-
we're gonna paint your arm today with the paint rounds.
Actually,
Oh,
Bucky,
jeez.
Bucky, you know what? Besides being overcooked, the coffee actually does taste better. The
Better
beans
It's
than
are
better?
Barcelona's?
The beans are. It's a better quality bean. It's still overcooked though.
I don't
How come
care.
they
If
got
it's better, it's better.
Put a
Bucky.
shake of salt into it. See if that helps.
Hey,
Oh gosh, what was
I
his
don't
name?
know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Since the war's over, like is a lot more freed up now.
Bucky, you think Crewman Lannable?
Barcelona doesn't have better coffee anymore.
You think Crewman Lannable was putting stuff in our food? This stuff is so much better.
No, Lannable. Anything he would put in there would be better. Actually,
You trust Lannable?
it's my life.
That-
I would
We're
I
talking
would
about the
trust
same Lannable. Lannable wins
I
Stanley.
would trust him with 1,000 newborn babies.
I,
And he would
I,
keep all of them safe.
the guy who's been stuck at Crewman for like 10 years.
That's because he's awesome.
He's drunk all the time.
And
Oh,
he
you
gets the job done.
You suppress another word, Bonky, where you would say he deals in contraband,
I
but
was
you
also
remember,
gonna say he's also canonically a drug dealer.
We got two contraband people.
Yeah, he fences stolen Nazi gold.
And who's you can't just say that. Did Bucky say that out loud?
No.
Okay, good.
Again, you might have the defense of most of us aren't paying attention to the words he says.
He just starts saying some bullshit. Like, you know what? I think we're right, actually. You know, he just starts
Bucky,
saying shit like that.
you cannot be trusted with any kind
Words.
of any kind of security clearance is too permissive for you.
absolutely would leak it on accident or on purpose.
So we're
You've
Just-
already leaked
just to bring
lots
it
of
back, so we're
confidential
matching-
information on accident so far.
the two Rio suits against like what 3 or 4 of us.
The
This
two
test-
bark suits against 3 or 4 of y'all, actually. Other way
Oh,
around.
sorry, I said that. I said the exact opposite of what I meant there.
Oh,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah. Riley says, "Yeah, I'll stay as an observer."
Are they still 12th Squadron, or are we in a different squadron?
Yes, you are now 12th Squadron. However, since the Leon and Afrin got destroyed,
Immediately destroyed, by the
During
Death
a-
Star.
yeah, by the Death Star, the Rio and the Kiev have been the replacements.
I didn't know there was a Kiev. Oh, that was not part of this squadron. Oh, right, that's how replacements. Wow,
Yeah,
I've
it's
been.
replaced.
Wow. Again, the only TTRPG system that reduces my brain to a soup like homogenate in 30 seconds or less.
I don't know why it does this.
I don't know why it does this. Also, anything involving time zones in this, we're lucky it worked so well today.
So are these tests or just like a straight up dogfight simulation, or are we like trying to
Yeah.
like simulate any particular like mission type?
Yeah, since we're gonna be in open space, it's a straight up fight. And then he looks specifically at you, which you will command.
Understood.
All right, I'm Junior.
Mostly because shows he looks to Bonky and Bucky. Show's own conditions can be rather chaotic. Too many variables to like get good data out of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can certainly still crash and die even on training runs like this.
I love Gundam Thunderbolt.
And just still, so we've got a like RX-78-1, and is the other just a custom GM then?
It's the
It's a Jim
Intercept
Sniper Custom.
Jim
Oh,
Sniper
it's the Intercept Custom.
Same stat line.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It just looks more badass.
I'm kind of glad. Do they have paint beam bazookas too? Palucha
Yeah, man.
would have liked that, I think.
He would have.
Dead.
Oh well. I kind of feel bad that we left him alone with Beef and Arnaud. He's got to be in charge of the entire squadron.
Lutro?
Yeah.
Yes, Lutro is in charge.
Oh. No, it just occurred to me that Palutro is alone with Beef and Arnaud right now.
How is that on fire? That's not even. There's not even oxygen on that part of the ship.
Gosh.
You see Beef's Jim just like the shoulder catches fire for no fucking reason.
Spontaneously just explodes.
Yeah, Beef's mobile suit standing in the hangar, completely untouched, all by itself, just catching fire.
It breaks apart like a Lego character.
Oh,
Come back to the Rio.
Okay.
We
Do
best
anything
get onto
before,
those.
or are we going right to
Yep.
kicking each other's asses?
It's just a straight 8-foot, chief.
Okay, Bonky.
Yes, Bucky.
We need to do the maneuver.
I never practiced the maneuver.
You've
I was
watched
never a
it
part of
enough?
that. I never sanctioned the maneuver.
It's official. It's an official maneuver. It's in the books, by the way.
It's not in the. It's in some. It's in the experimental books now. The one they use to train test pilots because it's too complicated.
No. It has been used in combat.
Glancing again at Max.
It has been used in combat.
This continues as a dull roar in the background while y'all continue.
So I guess Halva normally was wingmanning Rally last time, correct?
No, I think.
Or I got that
No,
backwards.
actually, yeah, no, I think Macho and Faust were wingmen and Rally and Halva were wingmen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Or did I get that backwards? I've been saying the opposite of what I've been thinking all night, so that's very possible. Figuring that we'll match Halva with Max because his wingman, is not here in this case. With Rally observing.
Yep. So you go to break, and you all go off to get ready. Hold on, just let me do a quick.
I just realized, this is just make a crossover between a show that's a comedy and a show that's an actual drama, and isn't batshit insane.
No, it's like
It's always
it's like a Band of Brothers is happening, and then Jerry Seinfeld and Kramer walk in.
What's going on, Kramer?
We're fighting the Nazis.
Problem is, it's Kramer and Seinfeld are like vastly more experienced still, which is the fun.
Yeah, Seinfeld and Kramer, who are like each decorated veterans.
Like they are murderers. They've killed so many people. They've just done some very morally questionable things, but they cannot be serious for 5 minutes.
No, we can't. We'd go crazy if we did.
Yeah, no. That's the thing, because
that's the
our
thing.
campaign was kind
Lots
of
of the midquel's going to be out as this becoming serious, which is going to suck. All right.
Okay then. So now that Matro, you have a decision now to make. Do you want to go talk to Rally alone, or you want to go talk to Bonky alone?
I'll be checking with Rally, just based on what was going on, like last time, where he damn near snapped and clocked one of our pilots.
Okay then. You're all going towards the dressing rooms, because Halava and Rally aren't in their normal suits yet. You pull them aside. He says, "What do you need, Matro?"
Just wanted to see what's going on with you and the Zeke kid. This thing's got a little close to the boiling point yesterday. Like, I get that you don't want to have to work working with them, but we're gonna have to make sure this functions.
He sighs, "Yeah, you're right."
If
Yeah.
if it helps, I could run interference so you don't have to deal with them as often. But
That probably would help, but I won't be here for too much longer anyways. I've requested to be retired.
Where to next?
Did you hear the conversation I was having with Halva?
I only caught the back half of it when he asked what he was up to, I think.
Well, Fondron's an interesting city. Sure, someone needs a mobile suit test pilot.
Fair enough. Be shame for the Earth forces to lose a pilot like yourself.
Yeah, they've had me for way too long at this point anyways.
Shit, is firefight?
God, I just feel like as soon as people start talking about retirement plans, everyone's just gonna fucking die. I think that's
the rule.
2 weeks from retirement. Good luck.
It's very concerning. Well, it's been an honor to serve with you so far.
I hope you know how to handle all Rio team.
I
guess we'll have to find out.
Because you're gonna have to command them sooner or later, and then he immediately explodes, just implodes on himself.
No sooner rather than later. Is there anything else you needed?
I think you're. I think that's all for now. We'll see how this goes. I know the Barcelona team has a reputation, but I have faith in our guys.
Make me proud.
It'd be funny if they swept us completely. Just none of it was necessary. None of the preparation. We just got our asses kicked.
It
And
certainly would
really
be
fast too.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Boom, we're done.
They self. Yeah.
So, I like you all go. So, what is everyone else doing? You're in the hangar, getting ready. Bucky has to go outside because there isn't enough room in the hangar for the sniper custom.
Yeah, no, Francis is going to give him. He's gonna talk to Bonky a bit more about the Gundam, about any, general technical talk about if there's anything he noticed that could maybe improve the performance outside of the head modification he made for the shell zone, like that.
Yeah, you two. So, Bonky, boss has cornered you in a one-on-one conversation.
Okay, talk to the scary lady about the Gundam. I can do that.
No,
Not even the scariest lady you know.
How tall is Bonky?
I don't think we ever settled on like canon height, like average height.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe one time you mentioned he was slightly below average.
No, that sounds right. Yeah.
Faust is 5'8".
Okay, so we're basically eye to eye.
All right. Yeah. So, Faust has begun to converse with Bonky about the Gundam, about its performance, how he pushes it to the limit, stuff like that. Can I get insight? Is there anything insight I could get about his previous engagements using the Gundam to actually formulate like a conversation?
Let me think for a moment. So, what you know about Bart Team's record is that since he's in charge, he gets to dictate most. He was in charge for most of the war. He got to dictate most of the strategy. Bart Team loves steamrolling. They can like chew through mobile suits very, very quickly, and they did this mostly through their firepower. They didn't like using their beam sabers particularly.
I'm pretty sure okay, so Rio and Barcelona team are like complete opposites, considering most of the time we just start stabbing the enemy halfway into combat.
I was gonna say, it sounds like Barcelona team has the right of it. I don't understand this obsession with stabbing things. We have guns.
No, we just
Yeah, I know.
Like
Yeah,
one of
You
the
heard
things
it. Bonky heard from somebody on the ship that was like, "Hey, did you know that fast lady punched through a Zaku with her Gundam?"
Really?
It
I
took
don't know.
a-
You can do that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but no. Yeah. So Faust is Master Chief Petty Officer by Birio.
Just Bonky will be fine.
Understood. Faust would like to inquire as to your insights about piloting the Gundam. I believe via review of previous combat records of the Barcelona team that you've seemed to perform more long-ranged combat compared to utilizing your close combat weaponry. As you know, or may not know, the Gundam was developed as a more close-ranged mobile suit. Of course, there's been Gundams developed to provide more artillery support, such as the FSD's long-range MS cannon, as well as the Gunner Gundam and the Heavy Gundam.
Bonky's like visibly trying to remember what these things are.
You don't know. You've never been informed.
Yeah, like trying and failing to remember what these things are because he's never heard of them.
Yeah, no, yeah, the Gunner Gundam, nodding.
The Gunner Gundam? Like, does she mean the gun cannon?
Yeah, but that's 77, and the Gundam is 78. So how?
Oh, I doubt I know these. I doubt I know the precise order that these things were made in.
Yeah, but you can count numbers.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, but I don't remember the numbers.
Faust is completely aware that Bonky is unaware of these things, but she's just saying it anyway because
flexing on a four man.
Yeah,
Old man.
yeah, flexing.
Flexing on your older uncle.
When did they get the Gundam?
Oh shit! When did I get the Gundam?
Like November 1st.
Yeah, November, October.
No, December 1st.
December? Oh, I thought I had it for much longer.
Right towards the end.
Okay, let's see when the Gunner Gundam was developed.
I remember getting it at vaguely the halfway point of the campaign.
I think the
It was
Gunner.
whatever.
Yeah.
They said that some of the short end of the Gundams.
It's not. It's not super important right now.
Yeah,
So
okay. No, Faust.
So
Faust
Bonk,
is.
Bonk, you've been asked
Faust.
a question.
I don't think Bonky has any specific questions. He's just here to be helpful at the moment.
No, Bonky, you've been asked one.
Which was what?
About his insights about piloting the Gundam.
Oh, insights about piloting the Gundam. The Gundam is very responsive, but it's not quite as responsive, I think, as it's rated to be for. The fly-by-wire programs are slightly slower. I never really did it consciously, and I don't think I flew it very differently from how I flew Jim's. But we consistently had an issue with the Gundam where the fly-by-wire would get overloaded by both, inputs coming back in from the servos and, my outputs going out. It would overheat the coolant system on the fly-by-wire program. Would be insufficient, especially with prolonged combat operations against numerically superior enemies. I'd get back to the Barcelona, and my plane captain would be, how did you, Bonky? How did you how'd you fry the avionics on this? And I never had an idea any of the 2 or 3 times it happened.
Faust nods at this. Yes, considering you were given the prototype Gundam, some of these issues have been mediated with the RX-78 too, though the fly-by-wire system could use some improvements. We'll have to adjust it. Considering the performance of Amuro Ray, it's safe to assume most Gundam pilots will most likely perform a more intensive maneuvers in the span of a combat operation, so we'll need to make sure the avionics can handle that. She nods to herself, like she's already got an idea of what she's going to do and how she's going to report this back to the development team back at Jiburo, and she just says, "Faust thanks you for your answer."
In a third person?
Anything I can do to help?
Wait,
even for an officer, Faust is kind of strange.
Yes. Yes.
What were you saying, Gomain?
You just noticed this?
Well, I thought I was just
Hearing things? No, you're not.
Nah, Faust refers to herself in third person. Sometimes I
You
fuck it up
accidentally
and refer to
referred to
herself at
yourself
first.
not in third person at one point earlier tonight, and I fucking near fell out of my chair.
Yeah, I was gonna point it out. Like, shit, I forgot to refer to myself in third person.
If a German was talking to me and referring to themselves in third person, it'd be like, you are a supervillain. You need to be locked up, like 30 miles underground, inescapable.
It's you just see Bonky like slowly like getting into the cockpit of the Gundam while Faust is like giving that last part of the conversation. Like, yeah, anything to help. Junior Lieutenant.
Bonky's like, this is a level of strangeness rarely seen outside of the Admiralty.
These people are crazy. We gotta get out of here.
Bucky, I feel like you've referred to yourself in the third person. I feel like that's something you would do.
He did it as a bit.
He did it as a bit, but Faust does it unironically. He just refers to herself in that.
Listen, German who speaks with that sort of pacing and speaks and refers to themselves in the third person, just can't trust them ever.
No, Faust talks more fast paced. It's just that my brain can't fucking think of words fast enough.
That's fair. I end up going. I do that all the time.
Just go to your cheat sheet. This initiative's already there.
And forever on 14.
Oh yeah, that's how this game works.
Let's roll initiative.
Calculator, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, 1 success. Roll 14.
Got 6.
Fuck you. Actually, wait, no, we're not competing. Okay, good.
No, we're on the same team, Bucky.
Exactly.
We always have been. Except for that one time.
Are you sure?
Remember?
Except for that one
Yeah,
time.
remember? And we kicked your ass. So
I'm. Yeah.
All right.
7 narrative points. You spent 7 points on that. I still can't
Worth
get over
it.
that.
It was so.
We're gonna have to do a tiebreaker roll between me and Matcher, despite the fact that
We should have done it. We should have split our pool of narrative points and then done it off of each other for that.
maybe.
Okay,
Match
then,
off.
Which is what we should do for this right now. While we
Okay,
still
then
can.
I'm gonna roll some. Okay, then.
Like, we would each get, I guess, 3.
One moment.
We don't have those flashbangs installed in the suits, right? Anymore?
You do.
Thank God. They're so funny.
I'm gonna roll D3 for both sides. Oh, hey, how about that? No.
And
There
then
we
umpire gets 1 so that he can be an agent of chaos.
However, no.
Actually, no. I guess umpire gets 3. Because you've already got those 3. It's just Bark and Rio will be will be fighting over the remaining 6.
Okay, then.
All right, I'm gonna roll a tiebreaker roll because me and Matcher both rolled a 4 success. I rolled a 5.
And a 2.
All right, then I guess I have to go.
Okay, then. This will be the first time you, Swappy, and Fripp have fought a new type. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, he's a fancy new type. This is definitely not gonna.
Shit. There's like a shit new type, and it was used exclusively for bits,
Yeah.
like
True.
reading his friend's mind to fuck with him.
Yep.
Giving him long-lasting psychological damage as a joke.
Where the,
It was funny.
where the fuck?
Bucky!
Wait.
Yeah.
I, however, am going first.
I have 3 awakening points. I have 3 awakening. First has a 50% chance of becoming a new type.
No, she doesn't. It's a 2d6. That's why I let you have them more frequently.
Got it. You're gonna get there.
All right, Bonky's going to get a sense.
Yep,
What's the everything look like?
So, you are currently in open space. You are starting at super long distances.
Bucky,
Okay.
we're gonna give ground and make them come to us, just like old times.
This sucks, by the way. I hate not having cover. This is horrible.
Yeah, I also hate not having cover. It's very strange.
Just
It makes me feel naked.
I'm genuinely having a bad time.
Remember,
Naked and
Nimble
afraid.
always gives you light cover. So, Bucky, your orders.
Bucky, we're gonna give ground, make them come to us, but we are gonna fly slightly slower than them so that they do close into our range.
Okay, got it. All business now.
No more funny business.
More funny business.
No
Funny
more
business is
goofing around.
So,
Listen.
Bunky, would you say you go into wait to act, where you slowly start to move forward?
How does opportunity actions work in this?
So when you go into wait to act, it's like ambush and bolt action.
The game I played twice.
Yeah, you just you get to use your action whenever you want.
Okay. Well, we are going to retro thrust. Actually, we're going to thrust away from them while facing them, and then go into the opportunity action.
Okay then, Matro. It is your turn.
All right. Question, because I feel this would probably be the realm of having to spend a narrative point for this, because I didn't think of it till we got out here.
Wait,
Is there alternate ammunition you can
activist
load?
here?
I'm just gonna say that you're all using mobile suit machine guns or mobile suit sniper rifles with paint rounds
Okay, I'm using a
for
sniper
the
rifle.
appropriate ranges.
Crap. Okay. Well, wait a second.
The
The machine guns are still like
ammo is irrelevant. You just needed a long or medium range.
no. It was I was thinking more in terms of like different things you could load. Like, is there smoke rounds available? Is a thing you can do.
You've always had access to smoke.
Okay. Because I may prefer to like fight from range, but other people seem to like stabbing a lot. But if we know we're going against a pair of aces who like range combat, I was thinking about just trying to like lay down smoke to cover everyone else trying to move up, if that makes sense. As
Think
we
about it,
try and close distance.
If you played smart and beat the shit out of us, then you can force them to start not being risks to themselves.
Okay, then Matro, you take your machine gun, you fire smoke rounds in front of you. Ooh, ooh, they go off. I'd like you to roll a shoot order with a how far forward is this smoke screen do?
My plan would be essentially to lay it down ahead of us so we could move into it. Like instead of trying to blind them where they're at, because they could always just maneuver away from that. So it'd be like basically shooting in front of us as we move up, if that makes sense.
Okay, then, so like very close. Like
Yeah.
okay, then
Close screen.
I'd like you to give yourself a +2 for this. It's just a
Okay.
shoot action.
Not a great roll, but still, that'd be 3 success.
3 success. Bonky Bucky, you see smoke. Oak, feel the immediate spot where Rio team is coming at you. You've lost sight with the mobile suits. Faust, it is your turn.
Okay. So we're at long range.
Yes.
Okay, so there's smoke, so I should be able to move up without them being able to react. So I think I may try to move up and take a shot at them like a flanking maneuver.
Are you going through the smoke or around it?
Around.
Okay, then I'd like you to make a snapshot for me.
Snapshot step.
And who are you firing at?
Bonky. Yeah, no. I got a near critical failure. I got a 6, 5, and a 5, so that's
Bonky, you see the
that's like a
opposing
6.
Gundam
That's like a 16. Fucking Jesus Christ.
edge out from the smoke screen and fire shots in your vague direction. You didn't even need to maneuver.
God damn it, dice.
Bucky, do you want to do anything about this?
No, we'll just keep our course and leave our reactions available.
Bucky? Max?
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
dealing with something. What's up?
It's your
It's your
turn.
turn.
Oh, sorry.
Join me.
Huh?
Join me
What
in
are
the
you doing?
soup-like homogenate that Operation V engenders in you.
Yep, so the Gundam there's a smoke screen in front of Rio Team. They are closing in on you. The Gundam has rounded the smoke screen and fired uselessly in your vague direction. You didn't even need to dodge.
What's the difference? Oh, what's the distance?
Long range.
Long range. So we have what weapons did we have as an option? Because I think I picked like a sniper rifle.
Yeah, you have a sniper rifle, just so you don't care about long range.
Okay, can I take a shot at them?
Sure. take a shot at Faust. Would you
And that's
would you like to use
just
a
5
reaction to
shots.
give yourself a +2?
How many do we have? 3?
You have 2.
2?
I didn't say narrative point. I said reaction.
Oh, reaction. Okay. Sure. Alright.
Okay, then.
What was that, +2?
Yes.
So,
Faust, would you like to dodge?
15. That's ridiculous.
I'll see what the result is first before I decide what I want to do.
6 successes, right?
6 success. Oh boy.
Sorry.
Yeah, screw it. I'll try and dodge. Good thing my move check is substantially better than my fire check. So I'm gonna use reaction. I'm gonna try and dodge. 6 successes. The dice does not like me today. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, what's that fucked up? Is that right? 6, 9. Yep. That's like all. It's like 1, 2 successes.
Okay, then.
So yes.
So,
How much?
A real one.
no, just remembering, just doing the math. So 6 minus 4. Okay, then. Faust, your shield gets covered in paint.
Man, I guess that means I have mobility too now. Nimble too, I mean.
No, you're still carrying it,
Oh,
but it's
but
not
I don't
destroyed.
have.
It just like counts as killed or destroyed.
So it won't help me.
Sorry, I accidentally pulled out the socket on my headphones. Could you say that again?
So like I can't use it anymore to block shots since it's technically counted as destroyed.
Yeah, let's just start applying negative points into the like. If you get too much paint on you, you're counted like your score goes down.
Hmm. Think
I'm not
I'll
going to
drop.
explain the exact pointing system. I'm going to be straight with you. I didn't think about that, and it doesn't really matter.
I guess I'll drop the shield since I can't. You know what? I'll keep the shield on. If it's covered in paint, I guess I can use it.
Oliver, it is your turn.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Oliver's going to push and get behind the other two. Oliver's actually just going to stay in the back, stay a bit far away, and he's just going to give covering fire. He's going to take a shot at Bucky.
Bucky, would you like to dodge?
Well, actually, are we
That's just a
using...
move check, right?
Because
Huh?
we're using paint rounds, are we all just using, like, basic guns?
Yeah, anything that's ordnance is. Your cannon has paint rounds in it. Comically big paint rounds.
Dodge is just move check, right? Remembering
Yeah.
that right? Guess I need 12. I gotta fail this.
Oliver, since you were at the end of the turn, would you like to use a reaction and give yourself a +2?
Yes, I will.
Okay, then
4
Oliver.
successes for dodge. Right, I got that right. 9.
Pandemonium.
I got more. If you want more, I got way more.
It really is as simple as that.
Listen, remember that giant list we had?
That is 5 successes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yep. So,
Splitting me.
yep. So, Bucky, you feel the gym shake as the massive glob of paint hits you in the shoulder, uncovered by the shield. Bonky, you look to your right. It's pretty much like the entire shoulder armor is pretty much covered in paint, along with parts of the torso. It was a solid hit.
Interesting.
Oliver's like squinting. Did I hit him?
Top
He
of the
goes,
turn.
man, this is gonna take fucking forever to wash out.
Faust gives him a thumbs up from like 5 miles away.
5 miles in space isn't that long.
5
Mile.
miles in space miles. It's 5 space miles.
Neo miles.
Yeah, 5 Neo miles.
Gundam moment.
That is
Bunky.
something they would have. Am I out or just
No, you just got hit.
okay?
Bunky, would you like to activate your wait to act?
Yeah, now that I've got a shot.
Yep, so you see a Halava and Faust exposed.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
definitely shooting at Faust.
It's
Weird. It's weird seeing my own mobile suit shoot at me.
I mean, there's some
Uncanny.
differences. Mine's got a visor.
Bonky does not have like the eye for detail at that level.
It's got
Especially
a
at this
picture.
distance.
Yeah.
Faust attempts to dodge, I presume.
Well, I want to see what his result is.
All right.
Yeah, Bonky has a bad
One
cough
second.
right
Good?
now.
Are you like 400 years old?
You see, that's why I've been muting.
can tell.
Am I firing and moving?
You're firing at long range.
Oh
You have a medium
no,
machine gun.
that's a horrible. I don't know what a medium machine gun is. Hold on, I haven't had one of those since like early in our campaign.
It's medium range. Just know it's medium range.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's that math add up to? That's a 9. Yeah, probably 4 successes.
Boss.
Alright, I guess I'll try and dodge. Give me a sec. I think I got something better than last time.
Balls.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got 11, so that's also 4 successes.
Tiebreaker roll. Roll
Rex,
one.
if you lose
a
this-
single d6.
Gonna
Max will make
have-
fun of you.
yeah, I'll make fun of you.
I rolled a 4.
Quicks.
Are we rolling off?
Yeah. Single d6. We have like lowest wins.
6.
Cool, I managed to dodge barely. Holy fuck.
Yep. You see as the rounds, as Bonky's rounds come towards you, you start to slowly move up as you dodge the rounds. They're chasing after you almost. Matro,
Yeah,
you see both of your teammates going for it.
Engaged.
All right. So I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna take a shot at Bucky, I think.
Bucky dodges, I presume.
Yeah. So I died. It was 12. Yeah.
Yep. Since you moved, Matro, you are now in
Oh.
medium range.
That was
Yeah,
just
and
one
I will-
that's-
We'll do that. So that makes it a snapshot because it's moving and shooting. Is that
Yes.
Okay. 5 successes. Just one more than last time. I'm rolling
Matro, would
really
you
well.
like?
It's never happened.
Matro, you can use your reaction to give yourself a +1.
I will
+2, I
pass
mean.
for now. Although, you know what?
Please don't.
The stakes are
I-
low.
I'll be
Please
greedy
don't.
and go for it.
Okay then.
Although I feel feels weird knowing results before I have to roll, so I will do that, and that will push me to a 5 success.
Isn't that Isn't that a tie?
That's a tie, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I
Tiebreaker,
would have
bro.
roll those Terminator saves. Oh, that wasn't great.
I got a 6. So
Same.
Roll again.
Again.
Oh, I hope this isn't like last time. That was 3 or 4 tiebreakers in a row.
4.
I
It
got
was 4.
5. I got 1 less.
I got a 2.
Fuck.
Yeah.
More
Oh, man,
paint
we
got
rounds
really good
hit
together.
you, Bucky. They batter your shield again.
Am I down or just
No,
barely
you.
standing?
No, you can. I'm just using your HP values to see when you
Yeah,
count as
I'm looking at
dead.
it right
Faust, it's your turn.
It's
Taking a beat,
my
baby.
turn. All right. So just to make sure, what are the weapons we could choose again?
An MS sniper rifle, which is long range, damage 4, penetration 3, medium a mobile suit machine gun, which is damage 2, burst 4. So its maximum
Okay.
damage is 8. Anything that you have on the mobile suit that is ordnance based, you can also use,
Mhm.
like your Vulcans, and you have a cannon as well.
And my MS machine gun, like other MS machine gun, the wrist mounted
Yeah.
one.
Oh, so
Alright,
it's
then.
burst 8 and then, not burst 4.
Yeah. Okay. So I think for the handheld, I'll use a beam. Not a beam. Oh god. A sniper rifle, since that's the closest to like my beam rifle, and that was a what?
It's long range. It's damage 4.
And what's my range from the mobile suits?
You have
I moved
moved
closer,
into
so
you moved into medium range.
okay. Let me check something.
What are you checking?
I'm just checking my sheet to see what I should use. Think I'll use my MS machine gun then.
Okay,
My
then.
wrist mounted one.
Watch those wrists.
Watch those wrists. So I have to just do an MS fire shot, which is an 11. This is just like the simulation.
Who are you firing at?
I'm going to fire at the Gundam. Yeah, sure. Why not have Gundam showdown? Gundam v Gundam.
Bonky attempts to dodge, I presume.
Yep.
All
So what is my
right.
new? Is my new type bonus added
Yes.
stuff already?
It is there in the cheat sheet, but if I ask for something specific, you have to remember it.
Okay.
I
So
Got it.
pressure is for awareness. Same with telepathy is a bonus to reactions.
Right.
No, that's
got
precognition.
a-
Wrong thing.
I
Yeah,
got
so
4 successes.
take your precog, and anytime you do a reaction,
Yeah, I remember.
-1.
Yep. I'm ready. What do I roll for my evasion?
How are you evading? Just like straight up moving?
Yeah.
Just a move check then.
Okay. Wait, where's move on the cheat sheet?
It's
Let's
It's
evasion check.
Oh, I'm so bad at this. I've been playing this game for months, and it reduces my brain to a soup-like homogenate every single time.
I do what is
Um,
like the primary playtesters of this
I
game.
know it's messed up.
Not good.
I'm so bad at this game that I helped make 8 successes.
fuck. I have 4.
That's not even funny, dude.
We're fighting end game level opponents, so this is to be expected. Or at least
I
we
mean,
managed to
I
battle one.
don't want you to feel bad. Bonky is a new type 4.
God damn.
Yeah, no, he was the main character. It sucked.
It was an accident.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah.
And now he's got a
Yeah.
Gundam too.
God's
I mean, really.
oldest Gundam protagonist.
Literally.
Alright, so he beat me by 50%. He got 50% more than me, so he just... Can Faust notice any new type shenaniganery?
I'd like you to roll Keenan Academics.
I should
Minus
Keenan.
one.
Bonky after this.
Keen in academics. Minus 1.
Dissect Bonky after this. Study him.
Hell
would.
yeah! My threshold, since it was a -1, is a 9, and I got 4. That's 6 successes. God,
It's almost like Bonky is like moving out of the shots before he even pulled the trigger. It's really weird. It's throwing you off like a lot.
her eyes arrow at this.
It's suspicious.
Very, it's very curious. I wonder if this will help. I wonder if this will lead to any decisions down the line for her future career.
Bucky, you saw Faust fire at Bonky. Matro also shot at you.
I'm trying to make a choice. One of them. Who's the lowest? Let me check. Gundam, and is the most injured. I'm gonna shoot at Faust because I don't like that Gundam being there. So I'm going to roll for 13. Yeah, I'm gonna fire my sniper at Faust and try to eliminate the Gundam.
Okay, then go ahead.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
do
two
anything.
failures. Yeah, it's 2 failures.
Oh,
It doesn't
cool.
matter.
Would you like to
My-
spend a
my shooting
narrative
com-
point?
The reroll.
Yes.
How many do we have?
You have 3.
I forgot I
What do
could
you think,
use
Quicks?
narrative points.
What do you think, Quicks?
What?
Faust doesn't have any reactions, and I could shoot.
That's metagaming. You please face the wall.
He's facing the wall.
Yeah, stop metagaming.
I bet again. All right, you know what? I'm gonna use a reaction. Speed ball.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that. You load up the combat sheet. You notice Bonky and Bucky each have extra reactions. You're like, huh?
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 10 this time, so that's 4 successes, right? 4.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Faust, you see a paint round get nailed right on your cockpit.
By the
Oh,
way, this
cool,
is
I
the
guess I'm
person
dead.
that you shot. You shot at
No,
Bonk.
you're not dead. However, that will not help your score at all.
Oh.
Please click the 1 frame damage. Actually, no, let's ignore frame damage because it's just paint.
Oh, okay.
You explode.
I
Yeah,
guess I'll
you
have
explode
to.
'cause Bucky's just that good.
He hit like a
This lighthearted
short-circuiting
training act just
wire
turns super tragic
into a
suddenly.
tragedy. Into a tragedy, dude.
It's like that scene in Dougrum where one of the main characters is like riding in his motorcycle and forgot he put a grenade in the sidecar and he jumps over a sand dune and it just goes off and he dies.
Yeah.
Alpha,
No,
your turn.
the paint round hits the Gundam's chest, and he just sees it slowly turn to him.
Alpha.
I'll take out that fucking gym.
Holiva, Holiva is going to aim another round at Bucky, but he's going to look at him, have a bit of an aneurysm, because it's like, why does he look familiar? And he's going to use his rocket to take a shot at a comfortable distance.
I'm going to dodge, right? I have another reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's... check, so that's 12, right? Yeah, okay. That's 1 failure. Damn it.
Is 2 successes.
I'm gonna cry, okay? I'm gonna cry.
Don't bully me.
You could use the narrative to reroll.
I already used 1.
Top of the turn. Don't bully me, or else I'll cry.
I will cry. I took more damage. Ooh, I'm so close. I'm gonna over, dude. Fucking Jover.
Bonky.
Yeah.
They're getting closer.
Oh shit. Who's the closest?
Boss currently. Medium distance.
Bucky, focus fire on the nearest. On the Gundam, which is very strange for him to say.
Bonky, I'd like you to roll me
Teammates could
a
help.
Canadian leadership test.
Oh shoot.
You good?
Yep. I realize my laptop has not been plugged in this whole time, and it's about to die.
Oh, that's not good. Suddenly, Bonky cuts out in the middle of a sentence.
Mr.
My
Plum
God,
spotted.
we've been ambushed.
Okay, yeah. Focus fire on Faust. Is that a long range or?
I'd like you first to make a Keenan leadership test, Bonky.
All right, team 4, leadership 4. Four successes.
4 successes. Bucky, you now get to go as well.
What? Okay.
Great. Can anyone help? Anyone want to help me? Anyone want to provide some covering fire?
Up to a real
Bonky.
Yeah.
Bonky, you take a shot at Faust. Faust, are you going to dodge?
Well, how many successes did you get on the shot?
It's not my question. Do you want to dodge?
Dodge.
How does giving cover fire work?
So suppressive fires, you do a shoot action, but instead of applying damage, what happens is, if you get 1 or 2 successes, the thing you're firing at has a negative modifier of 1. 2,
Yeah.
if you get 2 or 3 successes, it becomes a negative modifier of 2. 4 and above successes is a negative 3. Critical success means they don't get to do anything.
League help.
Yeah, if that's an option, say no. I don't know
Yeah.
if it counts, but since
Yeah,
both
it
are
would-
shooting, I feel safe giving up to try and keep Faust alive.
Yeah,
Plus,
you
I
would
don't-
use your reaction.
Yeah.
And they can still use their reactions to shoot back at you.
So we got fancy new types over here. Oh, look at these jackasses.
And are you both using the sniper rifles or one machine gun, one sniper
I'm
rifle?
using sniper rifle.
Bonky has a machine gun.
Probably try and suppress the sniper.
Okay,
If I may.
No,
Go ahead.
opposing roll, right?
That'd be 6 success on that.
Try did.
Attempt to suppress.
Just, there's tears streaming down my face. Just picture it.
Okay, I put a little white negative 3 underneath. Oh, your narrative points to your member for the next check.
Okay.
Bonky, you were doing an action. What was your action? You fired at Faust.
Fire at Faust, yeah. And then I made the leadership check and I got distracted.
Yeah, so make your shoot action.
Okay, am I at long range or regular?
No, you're at medium range.
Oh, I like medium range. It's a great range.
It's right in the middle.
I'm technically moving. Okay, so I get the fire and move, right? Right.
Sure. Fuck it, why not?
Is there anything I add to my regular actions? Just to reactions.
Just the reactions.
That's what I thought. Alright, rolling 36. 4 successes.
Faust.
Alright, I'm gonna try and dodge. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Oh my god. So awakening point.
How many successes?
I got a shit, what was my MS move again? 14, and I got a 6. So I got 9 successes.
9 successes. You can't do land Bonky.
Go get
The
some,
G's are killing him. The G forces.
we should get some tea, quick.
Matro,
You're having old man coughs.
you're supposed to be leading this unit. It's now your turn.
I'm going to order concentrate fire on the GM. The sooner we put it down, the easier time we'll have with just one suit in the field, which I know is interrupting the the very nice Gundam v Gundam duel that we have going on. But
So you've given your order.
we'll see if anyone listens to it, because my leadership is a big old goose egg.
Yeah, key leadership. Actually, no, charisma and leadership.
Charisma, leadership. Well, at least I'm good at one of those things.
Dude, you were having 70-year-old man coughs. Get some tea.
I mean,
In Gundam 38, you might as well be 70.
yeah,
The
that's
entire
at like
population.
4 fail, but I tried. You know,
The entire population is the average is like 22.
feel it's probably hard to shake Faust from a course of action.
Matro, you still have your own action to do.
Well, I'll try and follow it with what I said by. I'll try and shoot the GM. You know, if I can't lead, at least I can try and lead by example.
By the way, again, tears streaming down my face.
Bucky, I presume you dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. Ooh.
Both
Birth-
make your rolls.
So
I-
I have
oh.
a minus. Do I have a -3 still?
Yes.
Okay, so that is.
Yep. So, Matro just keeps firing at you, and you keep dodging the round, zicking and zagging, and then
And then what? What's going
that
on?
would be 5 success on the shoots.
Ooh.
yep, the rounds they're trailing you, following you they're on your tail. Keep getting closer until they start hitting your legs, and your right leg gets covered in pain. How many successes? It was 3 versus 5.
It was 2 versus 5.
2
Yeah, 2.
versus 5.
Yeah, I'm gone. Bucky goes.
Lucky, you see on your screen the comm feed open up, and there's Lieutenant Riley says, "It's Bucky. You've been downed, and retreat from the area." Shit, indeed.
Got it, bud.
Unless Bucky would like to use a reaction point to try to dodge again.
We've still got 2 left. Go for it.
Oh, that's a.
Follow him up.
You really need. Oof. Reaction point. You said.
Yeah, use
I
your
want
other
every-
reaction.
I want every
Both
gun
sides
we
of-
have. The
Yeah.
firearms.
That's
All
both
right.
right now.
I mean, what harm could it do?
It can't get worse.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm still at a -3, but who cares? We ball. Okay, so that's no. It's 1 success. It's over.
Yeah, and no oopsie.
Oh, Warida.
Yeah, so he's like, when he gets the message, he goes, "Yep, you got it," and he just use Bucky to get his ass
Oliver.
hit.
Hmm.
It's your turn. Yeah, Bucky, you're
Oliver's
good.
not
But you're
enough
not invincible.
Was that communication like widespread? Like, did that?
Yes.
Okay. Because if it wasn't, Oliver was going to take another shot, Bucky.
Beat you up.
It'd be
after a
very
minute.
funny.
Alright. In that case, let me fix the ammo counter. Oliver is actually... Oh, I messed it up. Oliver is going to
Be right back.
get closer to the Gundam proper, and he's just trying to get into a position where there's sort of a 3-way flank going on, essentially.
I'd like you to make a move check then.
Okay. That is a 1 failure.
Would you like to use a narrative point?
No.
I think we got no. I mean, we got 2. We got 3.
Okay, in that case I will.
Okay, then you get into position. Faust, it is now your turn.
It's my turn. It's my turn. It is? Wait, it is? Isn't it Bonky's
Yes.
turn? Oh, wait.
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I was holding off.
Right. My fuck. Where the fuck did I put my dice? Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. So, Jim gone. Gundam Ominous as always. This is her first time fighting another Gundam. It's quite spooky. So I know what I'm gonna do. So Faust locks eyes with the Gundam, right? It's still at like full health, everything.
Yeah, you haven't touched it. Pristine.
Curious. His reactions are uncanny. It somewhat resembles the data she's seen of Amuro Ray. How curious. So she's going to decide, taking into consideration the fighting style that the Bark team is accustomed to, which is long-range combat, she's going to deduce that they may not be too experienced at short-range combat. And she's going to put the pedal to the metal and just go full in and go right towards the Gundam with, can we use beam sabers? I forgot to ask.
Sure, you have those
Can we use-
prop ones.
Yeah, okay.
We just have giant paint rollers.
Yeah, giant paint rollers. All right, so she's going to charge. We're playing Splatoon now.
Okay.
I'm going to use the roller on you. You're going to
No,
die.
It's sort of like you
What?
know how like you have those like lightsaber things as a kid. Imagine that, but like
Yeah.
there's a spring inside of it.
Yeah. So yeah,
what?
she's going to just grit her teeth, wink, and then just charge the Gundam with her beam saber and just take a stab at it.
I
presumably
am
trying to
I'm
hit the
opening
cockpit.
fire with the Vulcans. You get no closer, mate.
Not with the machine gun.
Oh, that's an option.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's suppressive fire, right?
No, that's just That's just a fire order because he's reacting to use charging.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just shoot.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
absolutely. Do not get close to me. Respect the
Boss.
level.
Roll
Oh
grit,
no!
maneuver, and mobility.
Isn't that just melee grit then?
No, not what. Where did the melee?
Grit, maneuver, and mobility.
Correct.
So, give me a second. My grit is at 4. My maneuver is at 5, and my mobility is at 5. So that's
14.
yeah.
Bonky, what did you get?
I'm gonna use a narrative point
Dan?
to increase my chances.
I'm actually going to use a narrative point to re-roll, so the narrative point stayed neutral.
2. I have +2 to my 14 roll, so that's a 16.
That's a lot better.
Bonky, did you remember to add your +2 for just reacting to
It
stuff?
would not have helped.
Oh, good. That's not good.
It would not have helped. Yeah, that would have taken it from 3 failures to 1. Anyways, 10 successes.
10 successes?
Yeah, my threshold for a fire move is a 15, and I rolled a 6.
God fucking damn it,
And
dude!
then +2
It's
for
not funny.
being having
I love
better
fighting
brain.
new types. I love fighting new types. It's so cool to fight a new type.
I mean,
Uh,
choose
we
another
had a
feat, I
type.
suppose.
3.
Who is 14? So
3 fucking. What did I get? 3, 6, 7. Oh, I also got 10 successes. Never mind.
that's crazy.
Sorry, that's very funny.
All right, cool. Then tiebreaker.
E6. Whoever lowest wins.
Wait, I have to roll a tiebreaker for 10 successes?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This seems questionable.
I can go to Faust's character sheet if you'd like.
I rolled a 4.
All right.
The math on that does
I rolled
check
a
out.
2. I rolled a 2 because I did the maneuver, mobility, grit, and I used the dice to get a +2, so that's 16, and I managed to somehow roll a 7.
7, yeah.
Odd. Yeah, and I rolled a 2 on my tiebreaker roll. So
Oh wait, no, it's 10 plus 2. I'm on 12 successes.
Oh, okay. Then fuck me, I guess.
Either way, Faust, You make it to the Gundam. You got
This seems improbable.
no, like
Okay.
the Gundam's tough. Even if that was like a normal damage, the Gundam would not.
Yeah,
still
that's
not
true. You still would have made it even if I hit. Yeah, I hit even if I hit you. You still would have made it. Yeah.
It also wasn't
Yeah.
that big of a gap. 10 and 2 is like 10 and 2. It's
You know how much 12 successes is?
yeah, it's 12.
comical. Faust,
Look,
make
buddy.
your attack roll using
Oh,
melee
I'm-
grit. Bucky, the same.
Melee grit.
Yeah,
Okay,
You're bad
is this
at
an
melee.
action or a reaction roll?
it's part of your reaction, your second reaction.
Marvelous.
Okay, so I'm gonna lose.
Probably.
God, gosh dang it. I wouldn't 3 successes.
Okay, are you kidding me again?
Who's
Awesome.
knocking?
See, yeah, I got
Someone's
a 6,
tapping at my chamber
got-
door. Hang on.
I got a 6, a 3, a 1.
And he's dealing with an intruder.
An imposter, even.
Among Us.
You should be hunting down.
Where's the imposter?
Among
Get up with
Us.
Lethal Company again.
Among
Doing with
Us.
Lethal Company.
Wow, I'm coughing so hard it's making my vision go blurry. That's new.
Oh, that's not good. Anyways, tiebreaker roll again. Wait, come on,
Tiebreaker
2.
boss.
2.
Again.
1.
5, I lost. Alright, cool. Been fun, guys.
Yeah, you parry the attack, Bonky.
I don't know, that was real close. Like,
It's
I imagine
been
that
real
it is-
close.
If that was like in a show, it'd be like back and forth, and then like one slip, and then be awesome.
Yeah,
Alright,
so-
can I roll another roll to see if it's a new type shit going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get as much data as I can off this shit. You're gonna be on my cyber new type research paper, you son of a bitch. You're
already in
your
my
action-
I'll get you on my lab operating table if it's the last thing I do.
your reactions are gonna cause a dozen children to bang their head against the glass. You remember that scene from Narrative? No,
Never seen it.
Narrative.
there's a scene in Narrative where it's
No,
flashback.
don't spoil it.
Oh,
No,
okay, never mind.
actually, it helps that she's a crowd.
Faust.
Yeah,
Anyways, so Bonky.
I forgot to
Mr.
explain.
Howard.
We should have said this earlier on. Bucky's racist against Germans.
Well, he's very
Also
Jewish.
the French
Yeah,
And the
well,
French.
And the French. They're not really people.
and the
I mean,
English.
I think we're only racist against our no specifically, and that's mostly because he's stupid.
he is stupid.
You know, that's a really interesting to say about the biracial man. Anyways,
He's
Bonky, you see Faust do a wide swing at you. So you angle your beam saber stick thingy mabob or the Urzat's beam saber. So her beam saber slides up into the air. She's open.
I'd go for it. Yeah, I guess, just tap the cockpit with my faux beam saber.
Sure, Faust. How would you like to react?
I can react.
Yeah, it's a new turn.
It's
Oh,
a new
fun.
turn. I guess I am going to try and counter the tap.
In what way?
Your
beam saber hand's above you. Beam saber's pointed up.
by using the knee to just wait, no, I need to think of it. So, I still have my shield, right? It's broken. So I'm going to use my shield to catch the beam, or at least catch the arm or the beam saber hand, or the beam saber stick, and just try and push it out like a Dark Souls parry.
Okay, then that works. I'd like you both to roll melee grit for me.
Action or reaction?
Bonky, it's just an action. That's what you're doing.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to give yourself a +2 with your reaction.
I mean, do I have a reaction left?
You have two.
Yeah,
It's a new
Oh.
round.
Well, then yes, I will.
They're all gonna shoot you, by the way.
They will shoot you.
We're gonna kill you, dog.
They're gonna kill you.
Be like grit.
Can you guys wait, guys? Could you guys suppress to fire him maybe?
You
I
can't
was
suppress to
wondering
fire
about
me
that, but I assume he's
while
in
I am
melee.
literally.
Yeah, this is
Now,
happening
to be
too
fair,
fast.
We
Take the
could. We
shot.
just would also be shooting the shit out of Faust.
Take
Yeah,
the shot. It does. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do the roll.
4
I'm
successes.
gonna use. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna roll. So I need to roll. Wait. You said 4 successes?
I sure did.
Never tiebreaker.
God damn it.
I rolled a 9 for my 12.
5.
4. No. Okay, I'm still alive, guys. I'm still in the fight.
Yep, so Bonky, you go for your thrust. But when you try to move your arm in, and the shield blocks you from getting at the cockpit.
And push it
You're in a
away.
tussle right now. Matro, Halava, you see them doing this. You could try firing, but there's a non-insignificant chance you'd hit Faust. Also, you are being reviewed right now by your
Yeah.
superior.
As much fun as it's a joke, I don't think I'm going to just start lighting up friendlies because
That'd be
Don't
bad.
you have a
I'd rather not to
Don't you
have
have
the favor returned.
Don't you have a sniper rifle?
No, I just had the MG.
All right, well, do what you will. Maybe you can join in and stab him from behind.
I mean, in real combat, we would shoot each other, almost shoot each other like regularly. So, you know, if somebody gets into melee combat, you just almost shoot their mobile suit and.
Advice from the Bart team: shoot your friends.
Almost
Well-
shoot your friends. That's a key word.
The other thing is this is, a 360 battlefield. So I think I would just try and maneuver to get a better angle. So, like, I'm not shooting through Faust to hit Bonky if possible.
Okay,
have
then,
you know-
snapshot.
Out of the 4 pilots we lost, only one of them died.
That is true. And one of
That
them
is
we
true.
lost because of politicking.
And it wasn't even our child nemesis who killed the one member of the team that died.
Yeah, our worst enemy was a 14-year-old.
15.
Oh,
Is it
right.
different?
That's the one who you'd created the.
This is the most intense fight of my life. This is as intense as.
Yeah,
Like,
I
different
always
than
have
normal
to
day.
dive below this for a ball and like
No,
clear
this is.
Faust out of my line of fire.
I think this is like an interesting character moment right here because this is like the most intense moment Faust has ever had, and this isn't even in Bonky's top 10.
For me, it was.
This is
Saturn.
what happens when you fight a character who's already been through his series. Faust
I
is
have, yeah.
Faust is like Camille in the Gundam Merc 2 fighting Amuro if he Amuro in his Vigier if he was like,
It's new Gundam.
like
It's like when
Yeah.
gosh, which JoJo? It's like when Joseph comes back, and I think in JoJo, I always forget.
Part 3.
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning of part 3 where he beats the crap out of Jotaro or some shit.
Yes.
Well,
Actually,
I
no.
don't
It's when Jotaro shows back up in part 4 and just
No.
And
Yes, that is it.
when Josuke starts a fight with Jotaro, he just fucking stops time and punches him.
So
I-
this one thing I don't make sure I'm doing this right. So my plan is to dive below, try and clear line of fire a little bit at least because I can like flip and then aim up. So my plan is to take a shot and then, regardless if I hit or not, after that would be if it creates enough distance, I'd like to try and burn my reaction to do cover fire after that. Is that the right order of operation? Suppressive fire. Sorry.
Okay,
Just
so
make sure I have that right.
So reactions can only be used defensively. They have to be. Bonky has to do something for you to use them. The only thing you can, You can try to add that onto your action, but like, since it's 2 checks, then the second check is going to be at a -2,
Okay.
regardless
Well,
of
I guess-
anything else.
So I guess in this case, I'll just try and move to take my shot, and then when he tries to act, do it reactively. Then instead of shot piling on earlier, if that makes sense. So
Okay.
okay, no, I'll
So
do that.
snapshot.
Snapshot.
This will be at a -3.
-3.
Would you like to use your reaction to make that a -1?
Ooh. So I already rolled the dice. I don't feel like I should have that that choice because I jumped the gun there.
Okay then. What did you get?
Actually, 1 success after the negatives.
Bonky, you see from behind Voss, Matril is going below you. You get a feeling that you're going to be in danger soon. Just because, you know,
Okay,
it's
is
obvious.
Bucky dead?
Yes, he is
I'm out.
gone.
Oh, great. So I got to do 3-on-1 right now.
You could very
And you
quickly
haven't
turn
been
this
touched.
into you can very easily turn this into a 1-on-2.
How? I
Um,
gotta be smart about this.
You have Faust right in front of you. You're tussling.
Yeah, I've got to kill Faust like right now, like this instant.
I'm going to spend my narrative point on Rio team to give you a piece of advice. Bonky, you
Yeah.
could use Faust as a meat shield right now.
Oh shoot, I can. I'm gonna use.
You haven't been thinking about it? I've been thinking
I-
about that the entire time.
Not even once. Soup like homogenate. Remember, brain, liquid, fluid,
He
coming
still
out of
has a
areas as we
reaction.
speak.
Of course, he'd be able to use me as a meat shield.
Oh yeah,
But
as a
I don't
reaction,
remember
I'm
that being
going
in the
to.
fucking rules.
As a reaction, I'm going to knock Faust's pseudo beam saber out of her hand and use her mobile suit as a meat shield.
Another melee, a grit check.
Okay.
Shahada before you go.
Allah Muhammad and Ashhadu Allah.
Now you have to commit. You just said it.
I mean I didn't roll that well, so me and Allah are not on great terms at the moment.
Oh.
Wait, that's 2 successes.
Six actually.
Congratulations,
I-
Matro. You just got
I
a kill.
didn't roll well.
You just killed
did.
Faust.
Mashallah.
That's disappointing, but okay.
I can't. I love it. I rolled. I didn't roll too well. Oh, I got 6 successes. Yeah, man. Sure. Whatever you say.
No, it's just I see a lot of pips and I'm like, no. It's like whenever any of the die comes up a 6, I'm like, oh, this can't be good.
But
And it's never that
Bonky,
bad.
I have a question.
I guess Bonky's a Muslim now.
How many skills do you have?
70?
You know, that's why I increased the combat fatigue check, so Bonky couldn't just keep getting skills.
I
Yeah.
have 56. I've actually been forgetting to mark down all my
you do not fail tests that much more than I do. You should have a lot
Oh,
more.
I fail them frequently. I just forget to mark them down.
I just pan over to your scorecard right now, and like half of the check boxes are marked as failed, and you just never improved any of them.
No, I have 56 in skills.
Which I'm gonna be straight with you. That's still really good. An extra 10 skills is like a lot. Like Hunt only has 55 skills,
I think I just spread them out a lot though.
which is like it's useful. Like, that's a legitimate way to play the
like
game.
I put like a couple random ones into like politics or,
They're
empathy.
useful when they're useful.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
tossed them around.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so good about how the rest of this fight's gonna go since we just lost our Gundam.
Yeah,
I mean,
you see
That's using the passive voice. The Gundam was lost and definitely not shot to pieces by me.
Oh, no,
okay,
he's actually
Washington.
taking very little damage.
Watch your
So-
fucking best, Matcher.
So, Faust, you see a Bonky basically grapple into you, then you start to rotate a down, like horizontally from where you were. Then you suddenly feel lurch from behind you, and then Lieutenant Rally comes on your screen. Faust is downed and leave the area.
I never
Perhaps.
thought. I don't suppose I could have used my reaction to stop pulling the trigger. Whoops.
I have 2 frame. It would not have helped.
Oliver, it is your turn.
Right now, can I say something before I leave? Like, come on.
Yeah, you're allowed to. You always get your last words.
Yeah,
That's true.
Faust lets out a sigh, and she just says, Faust expected this outcome. And then she turns around and shoots off in the direction of the losers go here.
And now you have a -1.
Yeah, which is
modifier.
my arms, apparently.
Yeah, it's a Bunky. Let's go.
Get
Oliver,
painted, idiot.
you're gonna have to clean that. The mechanics will make you do that.
Bonky just internally thinks like, what a profoundly unnerving woman. As he like lines up his sights, ending his turn, lines up his sights on Matro.
Barty gets a vision of the new type labs like, I don't think I should interact with that woman anymore.
I think I'm gonna have to go hide on Luna for several years.
We do some more
We're gonna have
shit.
to hide on Luna for like a decade. Dear God.
I
That's
just
the plan,
really
actually.
need Halibut to just line up the next shot.
Just
Really?
like do some damage, anything.
Yeah.
I,
Hit him hard.
I like the
No.
idea that the reason Bonky is trying so hard here is so that his arm doesn't get painted. Doesn't have to clean it.
I can't.
It's more intimidating if you leave it in the plain metal.
Oh, it doesn't. It looks ugly. Imagine
We should have made a bet. If we
Flash.
won, you'd have to leave it whatever color we left it. But
It would
I
be
don't feel so
pink.
Bucky-
confident making that bet anymore.
Bucky's
But
mobile suit
Bucky,
was pink.
Bonky is Silverhand Birio. That's who he is.
I don't have a silver tongue, Birio.
You also are that as well. Well,
Mostly
simple. Remember,
Silverhand. Literally, he's never been Silverhand.
no. The reason why he's Silverhand is because that's what he looked like during a boa coup.
Bullshit. No. Yeah, but Bucky's mobile suit was pink for a while.
It's true, it was.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and,
Haliva, it is your turn.
Haliva's going to say through comms as he sees Bonky turn around, "Hey, vaguely familiar jackass, you forgot about me." And then he's going to.
Shoot his hand. Shoot the silver hand.
Oh my god, you too?
Ruin the pet. Ruin
You
his
feel it
pride.
too?
Specifically to mess with you.
Ruin his pride.
Oh,
It's
I have
like
no
warfare.
reactions left. This is gonna.
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh,
I'm
raggy.
using my reaction for +2.
Listen,
Go.
Wix,
Oh.
Wix,
I'm in
Bonky
trouble.
is a certified Muslim now. He
I
has
know.
unlocked-
We can explore the consequences of this later.
Is that a -2
Look, yeah.
because of Nimble 1?
-1.
-1. Okay, so that would be a +2, 14, 15. 4
Bonky,
successes.
I believe in Allah.
4 successes. Bonky, I'd like you to roll me poison maneuver. This won't affect your health, but it will affect if the arm gets hit.
Oh.
Be effective.
Poise and oh, this is not looking good.
I want every gun we have.
2 successes.
2 successes. You feel alert on the mobile suit as the paint round hits the shield.
The shield, okay.
Yes.
Ooh, phew.
The arm. You don't even
Bonky,
care
it
about
is
the
your
arm.
turn.
Who's closer?
Matro.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Oliva isn't particularly farther away though.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'll shoot Matro. Oh, both of them are pretty dangerous. Oh, I'll shoot Matro first.
Okay then. Matro uses his reaction to dodge, I presume.
Yeah, I think in this case, that's my best bet to avoid death.
Don't make them so aggressive.
Oh, that could have been better.
Okay, before you say anything more, I'm going to spend a narrative on this because last time you said that you still rolled like gangbusters, and I don't want to be don't want to have my anything
Okay,
influence.
I just said it could have been better. Okay,
That's fair. I'm trying to not metagame this. This is like, wait a second.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
This guy's a
gonna
murder
do it
machine.
anyways.
I am not fighting him as evenly as if I could avoid it. Ooh,
The guy who's yeah. As you nervously close in on the guy who dodges before you pull the trigger, I've gotten 4 successes.
Okay, I got 7. I actually
See, I
rolled pretty good there.
told you.
I mean, that's still, 4 successes is good. That's really good.
Well, don't let my freshly painted back go in vain.
Yep. So
Yeah, what color is the paint?
Yeah, what color is the
I-
paint? Orange?
it is a
could be
white
could be
fucking
worse.
orange.
No, it has to be pink.
It's gotta
No,
be
it's
bright
canonically
pink.
orange. I'm not joking.
I don't care if it's canonically orange. Can I use a narrative point to make it pink?
No, we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna let you do this again.
Very
I already
well.
let you mess with the Gregorian calendar. You're not getting.
Need to stab it. That is very important.
How is this not keeping the Sabbath? What
It's-
rule does this break?
This? We're
Work.
doing work.
Yeah.
This is work.
He is right. This is work.
This is supposed to be a day of prayer.
Yeah, this is literally work.
Yeah, so basically, I think Bucky should actually be compensated more because
That's
he has to
true.
break some of his religious
Well,
views. but-
Bonky's Muslim now, so no more Sabbaths for me.
More alcohol
well,
as well.
Bucky needs to get an increased pay.
I'll be back in
Shot.
30 seconds. I just have to deal with something in real life here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, after this for the mid-quel, I mean, it's going to be a Muslim and Jewish PI.
The
To
vibes will either be
Yeah,
atrocious or
for
immaculate.
the jarring shift in tone for our midquel.
yeah,
Bucky, I believe in Allah. It's that
Well-
scene from Gundam X.
I had to. I like the
haven't
colors
seen it.
white and blue, so we had to establish that Israel actually doesn't exist in Gundam.
Yeah, countries in general don't really exist in Gundam.
Yeah, Israel isn't a thing anymore, so those colors associated with a Jewish
True.
character don't have any implications.
There are no implications of this.
They're
None.
just cool.
Sorry about the delay there.
No
No
problem.
worries.
You got a boss.
See, the thing is if I said those words in character, then Bonky's a Muslim, but if I said them out of character, now I'm a Muslim, so much
I
to
mean-
think about.
You said that in character.
Anyways.
I thought you said it out of character, and now you're Muslim.
I've said the Shahada before.
You can't
Wait,
say
who
that
did
without
the
actually being
Anyways, Matro, you dodge.
Huzzah. Because I was very, very afraid.
It is now your turn. You can attempt to get closer or try to shoot him again.
I'm going to try and shoot him. This whole, everything I've seen in the last couple sessions has proven getting into close combat's a bad idea.
That's true.
It seems dangerous, and, giving you guys the opportunity for a fair fight seems like a terrible idea. So I'm going to just shoot the man.
Bonky, you get a feeling. You act on it, and you do what in response to the shot you're about to receive?
I return fire.
Ooh. I would both like you to do just shoot action.
Just
Fire
shoot
shoot.
action. Shoot
Yeah.
reaction?
Yeah, you get your reaction bonus.
Oh.
Just 3 successes. Not a great
Dang
roll.
it, Bark only has one. Oh, I'm the only one left in Bark team. I'm going to use my narrative point to reroll.
Okay, then.
Victim dive.
I'm hearing that on his deathbed, Henry Kissinger received the light of Islam and unhesitatingly recited the Shahada.
Even now, 8 successes.
Oof.
Even now, he
It's-
looks down on the Ummah.
8 successes. I am going to roll a 4-up to see something. One moment.
Truly, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet.
I think if you recite the Shahada in English, that's the count. So you're a Muslim now
It
too,
doesn't
Bark.
count. No, it doesn't
Ugh.
count.
Okay, then.
You have to
Why
recite
doesn't it count?
Matro,
I'm consulting the hadith on this.
Yeah.
you try to line up the shot, but Bunky fires at you before that. So
I have an idea.
I guess this is answering the question of why Bonky and Bucky had to go into hiding when the war ended.
Too good.
I have a no. Okay, wait, no, that's a good idea. I can work that into my. I have an idea. Trust me. Let me
Matro,
go.
I'd like you to roll poise on a d6.
Yeah, they are kind of obvious new types.
Poise
Like
on a
it's
d6. That'd be success. I guess.
A six.
Yeah.
Okay then. Despite receiving the blow, all those paint rounds, you still keep on target, and your shot goes through. So, Matro. Oh, how many successes did you have?
Oops, I almost closed that. That was 3 success.
3 success. That's 1 there. Bonky, how many successes did you have?
8.
8. So it's 8 damage
really not
total.
funny. It goes from like, oh, that's really good, and that's crazy, to it's just not funny anymore. He just gets it all the time.
Thing is, like, you max out for 4 successes on Mobile Suit Machine Gun, so
Oh, so that wasn't as
That's
terrible as
crazy.
it could have
like,
been.
you can't do any more damage after 4 successes. You maxed out.
I'm going to suggest, however, that you burn a narrative point and your reaction. Try and end this,
That's
please, for the love of God.
that's a fair idea.
Halava, it is your turn.
Okay, Holiva's going to burn a oh boy, okay, one
Coin flip.
Or we were just trying to
narrative
decide.
point, reaction, and action, and is actually going to do a move and shoot. Just like charging full force here.
Okay then, Bonky, you see this. Now what?
I have no reactions left, so there is nothing I can do about it.
No, you do. I just
Oh, I
clicked it
do?
preemptively because I know you're going to use it.
Oh, yeah, I am. There's really no point in evading at this level, because I just evade from one towards the other now. So I'll shoot.
Okay,
I'm going to
then.
make like it's Friday in California and shoot.
It's Friday. It's Friday in Bawaku. Huh?
Shoot!
Okay then. I'd both like you to do. Okay, Bonky. Just a
That's
shoot
me.
action with a +2 because of point blank, then on top of your reaction
Oh,
bonus.
I'm like, okay, not good. Very bad. Oh, +2 on top of my reaction, you say. So +4? My roll +4?
Yeah,
I
because you're.
see.
Yeah. Halava, I'd like you to make a
Oh.
move and shoot at a +2.
Is that counting the narrative point and the reaction?
No.
So that's a 12.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, that's
I rolled a 16.
Ugh.
I've been rolling I've just been barely skimming by for most of these.
I'm not
And
gonna
then
lie. Ever
randomly
since
you
the
put
like
that.
10, 12 successes, your dice rolls have like gone cold from just listening. The
It
last couple
always
rounds.
flips back and forth. He always gets like a terrible roll, and then one that's like sent from God.
That's really true. That's how. I also have been fascinated by the petty officer third class insignia on that guy's helmet. Always been fascinated by the story behind that. But yeah,
Okay, so before I make this roll, I just want to make sure I have this correct. I have a 12 for move and shoot because -1 because of nimble, a nimble 1. So that would be a +2 from the reaction, correct? Or did I already use
Yeah,
my reaction?
that's a +2 from your reaction, then a +2 from the narrative point,
Okay.
then another +2 because of point blank.
I don't think we're point blank yet. I would just
You moved closer, didn't you?
I did, but I don't think I was at like long range.
No, you were at medium range.
I think it would be more fair if we just do the narrative point and the reaction because I'm not sure.
Earphones died. Shit.
Okay, so 14. So would that be a? Alright.
This was
That's 5 successes.
5 successes. Bonky, you got how many?
2.
Is it over?
Yes.
No!
Bonky,
It's so
you get
over.
covered in paint rounds.
Get the arm. Get the arm.
Bucky,
One
I'm never gonna forgive you for this.
It does not go on the arm.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's the point. You didn't do any of this. You died instantly, and then it was 3-on-1.
Instantly, pal. Listen,
Instantly.
I mean,
All
he
right.
did delete like most of my health.
exactly. All right. You know what? You're gonna disappear.
Honestly, the fact that you almost killed a 2 mobile suit, you killed 1 mobile suit. You almost killed another in a 3-on-1 situation, Bonky. That's pretty nutty.
I've been in 3-on-1 situations before and survived.
Yeah, but not
usually they
against
were
named
shitty.
characters.
They're also usually
Yeah,
shitty
that is
Not
true.
against the actual fucking cast of the
Yo.
series. Now you're the guest characters.
Not
Oh.
indisposable. These aren't indisposable moves.
Indisposable.
Their mobile suits aren't like considerably less well animated than mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're not in Zaku 2s. First things first.
I don't know, we were
There
fighting
were
less
Rick
Zaku
Doms
twos.
and stuff.
Yeah, we were fighting a lot
It's
of
not
Rick
much
Doms.
better. Anyways, you see Rally says the trial is
Oh shit.
done. Congratulations, Rio team, you won. Rally does not seem very pleased with the results though.
Back up now. Dude, what the fuck are these new Roblox games? They seem so intense.
Oh, they're good. They're good.
I
I've had-
saw a fucking TikTok of like a World War One Roblox game, and that shit was as gritty as
What?
Battlefield 1.
There's like 8 of them. Is it?
You
There's
all
one.
return to the Rio. If Monkey or Bucky would like to bow out, you may feel free to do so. However,
I'll stick
However,
around a little bit.
okay
Stick
then.
around for a little while.
So you all get back to the Rio. Matcher, would you like to talk to Bonky about anything? This is like right after you just got back. How things went. Your burning question about morals.
I don't remember how I'd go about phrasing that question.
Just like bring
But
up the Continentalism thing.
yeah, it's almost like the problem is what Matra needs is like Continentalism for dummies and like how to win arguments with embittered Xeon holdouts. And I don't know how you'd phrase that in a conversation with someone you've known for like 2 hours and spent 50% of that time shooting at each other.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, remember that time you were tried for being the communist in the U.S. military?
It's allowed
Yes.
now.
Listen, I'm just saying. I discovered that the guy who led the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion was a Red.
He was
Loved Mao.
founded the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion, first commander of it.
This is
Yeah,
this is definitely like supposed to be an original mech, but the design looks like a secret 1-year war experimental Gundam mobile suit that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Matcher, would you like to do that? Just throw caution to the wind. Just ask the question.
I guess because like my understanding is like you guys have enough of a reputation. It's not insane for me to have like heard this and like drawn.
No, this is
right?
This was kind of a rumor that had been following me into the very beginning of my campaign. Even I had it from the very beginning, and so
It's like a known thing.
this would probably be a known thing. Putting the other red comet, if you will.
So yeah, I guess the question for Bonky is like, how do you square serving with the like EFSF? Well, if you believe in like space-noid autonomy, or like at least their like rights to not be stepped on by Earth.
This was an easier question to answer when I signed up 19 years ago. It's gotten considerably more complicated in the last several years. Basically, what I used to think was that the Youth Federation was the only kind of polity in where people live that had any kind of chance of, changing things. Again, this was kind of a long time ago. I certainly wasn't ideological like when I joined at age 18. I joined because I had nowhere else to go. And like, how do I square it now? Not very easily. As the war ended, and as I kind of see the the aftermath of how the war ended, I'm getting less and less convinced in how lasting the victory was at Abawaku. Even though I was there. And, yeah, I'm sorry, that's not a very satisfying answer, Bonky says, kind of as he scratches his chin a little bit. A bit of a bummer, I guess, but...
Well, I appreciate your candor regardless, even if it doesn't bring me a whole lot of comfort right now.
No, it's sort of, I mean, I guess it all depends on the next, 2 or 3
election.
years. Next election.
Which is in a month.
And,
We all know we're all voting for the Communist Party, I mean.
The Federation Communist Party.
If you,
Did they ever talk about that?
If you, if you look at the Xeon remnants, I don't think I don't know how long I stuck around this far. Like, my record shows I have like much fewer, airframe losses. I've shot down much fewer Zeeks than anyone else. I've always been of the opinion that every Zeke that we let go, that we don't commit a war crime on, is 5 fewer Zeeks in 18 years. I'm less convinced, That's the big phrase that the politicians like to use, the lasting political settlement for the Earth sphere. I'm less and less convinced how lasting it will be.
Peace in our times.
Peace for all time. Well, fair enough. Yeah, it's got yet more moral quandaries to chew on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Nice moral quandary discussion. Faust is gonna ask the team responsible for Bonky's Gundam for the data so she can compare and contrast.
I think Dr. Faust and Marion Hands would not get along very well.
No, not at all. I can't imagine it.
I don't know who this lady is.
She's the plane captain. She's for my Gundam.
Very warm individual.
1.
A profoundly normal person, yeah.
A normal person compared to Faust's intense MS autism.
Yep. Matcher, would you like to talk about the conversation you had with Sally Froth at all? How they just refused to stop fighting.
Yeah, because I think I'd bring that up with why out of the blue this random person you've known for half a day brings this up. Because it's how do we get through to these remnants to stop fighting? That why would they stop fighting if every day under their federation is they feel is violence towards them?
Exactly.
How do we stop them? How do we convince them to stop? How do we? You know what I mean? Which I assume is an answer that people don't have.
Stop them? I don't know.
Real solutions?
I think the only thing, I think the best we can do, as soldiers, is don't give them any more reasons to keep fighting.
The Earth Federation.
Something we are
those things?
comedically bad at.
We keep blowing up their houses. I don't know why they still want to keep fighting us.
Yeah.
Fucked
Guys,
up.
we'll just lessen their morale with another strategic bombing campaign. It's okay.
Like, if they just capitulated, we'd stop bombing their loved ones. What's
I
so hard
mean,
about it?
the sort of the answers to that question are the things you can't get reelected doing. You know, it's offering amnesty. You know, we'll wipe the slate clean if you don't put anything else on the slate. You know, no, there's too many people on Earth who want revenge. That makes the next war inevitable.
I fear you are correct.
That's just a question of how it's going to break down first, you know, or the Xeon remnant's going to kick out first, or the people on Earth who want revenge against Spaceoids going to kick out first. We can wait and see.
I get involved real quick.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, in the grand scheme, in the actual timeline of Gundam, out of character now. It's a little bit surprising that it actually was the people on Earth who wanted revenge against the Spaceoids kicked out first. But
So, you say that, but you haven't seen Stardust, so
I haven't.
they
No, that
drop
was
in a terrorist act. They nuke a fleet and drop another colony on Earth.
Well, nuking a fleet's a legitimate military target, but yeah, they
What
shouldn't
about
do
throw-
colony.
throw-
No, they
yeah,
shouldn't
no.
do 9/11-2 does not count.
Yeah, I think they drop it on a agricultural part of
Midwest.
They
the
drop it on
Midwest.
fucking Ohio.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Monkey, the Zeeks nuked Ohio.
actually, that's a benefit. I think they've done us a favor. Actually,
How are we supposed to Ohio get skivity riz now?
all right, you're banned.
Never
banned.
say those words to me ever again.
Yeah,
They never say-
shut your mouth.
You should be removed from society.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
the
I need,
NKVD will be
give me
there
a
shortly.
second. Where's that picture of Camille holding Char's mouth quiet?
Matri, you've just had a lot to chew on.
Yeah, it's been. Not gonna lie, Master's had a big week.
No, a big 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Gundarmenia. It's
What?
right here somewhere. You didn't see Gundarmenia?
Send me Armenia Gundam.
That was the amazing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Now I remember.
Yeah. Sent it like 2 days ago. Silly.
Shh.
Yes.
Calm down. Calm down, my beast. Calm down.
Okay
Who's
then.
sitting there?
If Bunky or if you not tired, yeah. If Max or Quix, you would like to bow out now, this would be an ideal time. Otherwise, we'll
I-
keep this thing.
Yeah, no, they can. I have an
Also,
idea.
thank you for
Alright.
coming and scaring the living shit out of us.
Yeah, thanks for beating my ass. It'll be profound for fast character development.
Oh, it will be nothing compared to what I do to Bucky after this, I guarantee it.
What the fuck?
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
The beatings will
All right.
continue. No, this is Gundam. That's not
That's
not
Jocko
metaphoric.
Willick! That's the Peanut Head Man!
Oh yeah, it
That's
is real guy, real dude.
real man, Jocko Willick. Okay, we've derailed their session long enough. Bucky, let's get out of here.
Let's go talk
Yeah.
about being a private detective.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay then. Now, is there any free time stuff you want to do, Matro? You've had quite the day. Oliver.
I assume
Same.
I still have to do like a debrief on this.
Where Bradley says we're all scrubs, even though he put us against endgame bosses, but you know.
I feel like I'm
We
gonna have
did
that
pretty good.
conversation with Rally still.
Okay then. So you all go to a conference room to review the scrimmage. And what you find is Riley is there and he says, "You know, I wasn't expecting a win. So congratulations on that. However, suffering any casualties, especially of the Gundam, is not ideal. And then he looks directly into your eye, Metro, considering the fact that I'm leaving in a week.
Understood.
Is there anything you feel that you could have improved on Metro?
I feel like and this is more of an out of character thing because I don't think it's fun to have everything micromanaged, but like as a character thing, Match would probably say that like we weren't particularly well coordinated. We had some rushing in, some trying to dodge around, keep the range open. So he'd probably like say something to that effect. Like we didn't go in with a firm battle plan. We kind of improvised on the fly, but that's not me saying that I think we should necessarily actually do anything different. If that makes sense. Like I don't want to bog us down in a whole bunch of planning every time we have any kind of fight.
I mean, he was almost able to take us down 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was it? Halava followed orders, but Foss didn't, which was kind of a
I didn't.
problem.
That's true. I didn't shoot, but I just thought it would be cool to stab. Faust nods. She agrees. She acted
Rationally.
yeah. She was. Faust agrees that Faust acted a bit too. What's the word? Throwing caution to the wind, but like in a fancy way. Faust
Bold.
agrees that Faust acted a bit irrationally. Faust did not expect the enemy to be the Barcelona team to be as skilled as they were, considering our mobile suits were roughly similar. So, does acknowledge that simply because we have the same mobile suits does not mean we have the same skill. So Faust, and she starts thinking to herself.
Then Riley
About-
says, there are lots of aces out there. The war made sure of that. A lot of them are very good. You probably just fought like one of the top 1% percentile pilot. I assure you, the Zeke big top 1 percentile is out there, and there is a non-insignificant chance you will fight them one day.
Did I pick that up? Understood. Understood.
You got a long way to go before you're anywhere near their skill level. And then you were all dismissed. Is there any
Cool.
hobby stuff you'd like to do to help with your mind?
Review and do something. So, Faust goes to her room, her mostly darkly lit room with equations and papers and whatnot. And she goes to her computer and using the footage recorded, she probably asked the mechanic teams for Halava and Matro's footage as well of the fight. And she begins to review the footage. And she begins every time they attack Bonky, she stops and pauses the video and starts going frame by frame, slowly, meticulously, her blue eyes shimmering against the screen as she sees how fast he reacts, almost unnaturally. And she thinks back to discussions on Jaburo while Amuro Ray was there. The
Yes, please.
belief of. I'm sorry, what?
ESP powers, because the Federation at this point doesn't think new types are real.
Yeah. And she notices that it's quite similar. Despite their mobile suits having roughly the same things, along with his general skill, he seemed to have unnatural reaction speeds. Not on, perhaps not on the scale of Amuro Ray of the data they have on him, but similar. So Faust begins to write. Yeah, Faust begins to write a report to Jaburo and the MS development team, and the higher ups of the Federation. Mobile Suit report, as well as a report on the training exercise. Generally filling out data details. She makes note of the modification to the RX-78-1 that Bonky made for the improved visibility. Yeah, to operate better and to have better awareness of his surroundings. But at the bottom, she notes this. It is come to my belief, because she can't refer to herself as third person on a report because they hate her for being successful and weird. It is my belief that Master Chief Petty Officer Bonky Birio possesses high ESP potential. I suggest for him to be studied alongside similar cases such as Amuro Ray. And she's gonna send that in to Jaburo.
Get
So
Bonky
she's
shipped off to the new type lab. You are a bad
yeah, there is no hatred in this. This is simply for the pursuit of science.
No,
person.
it's
Was
not.
that thing about
No,
STEM majors should probably all take a humanities class occasionally?
Yeah, so
Probably.
it's not the Auschwitz doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, no, but Faust is gonna kind of blow the whistle on Bonky's new type to the higher ups who might be interested in that.
Yeah, so like, what's the word? It gives reason for why Bonky definitely cannot stay in the military anymore.
Because he's gonna get nabbed. I'm progressing his. You're welcome. I get to progress his plot.
More lore.
Hell yeah, Faust ratted him out, but not with any malicious intent. Simply because she wants to pursue science.
Parentheses.
Mad
Crime.
science.
Faust,
Parentheses.
regain D2 mind health.
D2 mind health, yeah, baby, you love to see it. Where's my
Matro.
mind?
Just for having that conversation with Bonky earlier, regain 1 because you feel like you're getting a bigger grasp on the problem at hand.
All right.
Matro,
I'm
is
actually
there anything?
still at max mine because I rolled gangbusters last time.
6 is
Recovery.
dividable by 2, so I gained.
Of course,
2
the fact that my
health.
limit is only 6 is not ideal, but feeling great.
Think about ways to improve your keen during your milestone moment. How about that? Because it's late. Was there anything you'd like to do? Tired? Currently muted.
True.
Okay then. Matro,
Hold on.
you have some free time. Is there anything you'd like to do? Pick up a hobby, put in an order for something? World's your oyster right now.
I think just based on the way the conversation with Bonky went and like the last couple things, I might look into like what's the reconstruction effort look like in the colonies these days? Like what do the people we're fighting against have to go back to and kind of thing? Like what it is, and more than maybe just swallowing the like official
Yeah, what the ship
official
newspaper
reports
knows.
are. Yeah. Right, because we talked a little bit before, but like Mastro had a way to get his hands on like some light contraband in the past. Maybe work the angle of like what are the non-official media sources saying, and trying to like lean on those sorts of contacts, like
So,
do I get a radical newsletter, blah 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 sort of stuff.
there's Lennon Pennybun, your flight captain, who you know runs the contraband circle on the ship. No, you have not told any of the other officers because you refuse to do so. It's useful.
Yeah, and also I like having nice cigarettes.
Maybe cigars too, on occasion.
Ooh. I might be trading some of my limited supply of good stuff, like back to try and get a hold of that stuff, that information I want.
So, actually, no, just your money. You make a lot more. You make like twice as much as all the enlisted.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So
Actually,
in the
it's kidding.
military, like it's like half of what a job would be if you're civilian, but you pay no rent and you pay nothing for food. So you have like a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, just lots of disposable income.
Yeah. So like right now it's like 20,000 a year. Off like a ensign makes like 55,000 a year.
But if I spend my money on these new, underground sources, how am I going to finance a charger at 13.5%?
The
Oh yeah, you're
economy
an American.
so fucked in about 3 years.
Or
Yeah, so you find Lennon Pennybun. He's just a guy. He's an older guy. He's like 30 something.
Yeah.
You corner him. You drag him away from working on your Moses. Yeah, sir. What do you need? Another order? Modification?
information.
On what?
Sorry, I have a. Let me knock on my door here. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Be right back.
Yes. I'll be back in a second. Man, I really need to stop drinking stuff when I do this. Ugh. For what I planned to be like a throwaway shore leave episode, this has been turned out to be very emotionally charged.
And Fast got to be a little devious at the end. And also unnerved the shit out of Bonky and Bucky.
No, Bonky just thinks you're weird.
Oh yeah.
Bonky is a surprisingly normal individual who should be weirder, but he isn't.
He's a new type and he's not weird. We need that man studied now. Getting the new type led Bonky. I got an awakening point today, so that was pretty cool.
What are you at?
I'm at 4, I think.
When you
Yeah.
hit 6, just remember to remind you, when you hit 6, then you do the awakening test. You have to, unless you hit a milestone moment.
And if I fail, I'm not a new type.
Yeah, you are stuck at where you're at.
Got it.
Don't feel like this precludes you from doing really well. Like
I know.
so yeah. So Tired's character Pelutro had the most kills out of everyone in the cast. He was an old type though.
Yeah, I did an OpV campaign, but for Ace Combat, and even though my character did become a singularity or that version of a new type, we had 0 rules. So basically, it was just a badge of honor, and he was essentially the second protagonist.
The deuteragonist?
Yeah.
What was I talking to Metro about again? Oh yeah, he was talking to the contraband mechanic. Aired?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do, just so I can think about it?
However, is actually going to head to the hangar with not a bucket, but I imagine a sponge or something along those lines. Maybe a mop, but that wouldn't even make sense. And he's going
Start
to
cleaning.
he's going to start cleaning the mobile suits.
You do have your work cut out for you.
Mm-hmm. But he realizes that, hey, Faust and Matro are probably going to be busy. Faust is probably going to be bummed from losing, and so, well, not losing, but from getting KO'd. So he's just going to start cleaning the mobile suits, get ahead of it.
Yeah, those two are officers. They don't do real work.
Yeah. We sit in our offices and let the minions do it.
You know, it's a
No.
very interesting. That's a very odd way to phrase it, concerning the fact that your minions have guns.
Go clear our mobile suit, non-commissioned officer. I'm kidding.
Faust would get so fragged.
She wouldn't say that. Do you think Faust would not say that? I would though, and then I'd get killed.
Yeah,
Sorry
you
about
get
that.
fragged. Oh,
get
yeah,
fragged.
so Prep, you are in front of Lennon Pennybun, your flight captain. You asked him about information, and then you had to go.
Yeah.
He's the contraband mechanic.
Phrase that really bad. Maybe yeah, information scuttlebutt. Now that we have trying to think here how I'd phrase that. I'm figuring that like now that we have Zeke's on board, he's probably like diversified his operations a little bit. Because they presumably would want shit that, you know, he can sell to them, and then there would be a back and forth on that. They'd presumably have access to
Because
stuff
as we
he doesn't
all
have.
know, the Federation has more luxury goods than Xeon. Like, have you tried to smoke a Xeon cigarette? They suck.
I would imagine they would just be fucking
Awful.
terrible. They're like one step up from drinking chicory coffee, probably. I want to know what the Zeeks are saying about what's going on in the colonies now that the war is over.
Which Zeeks?
Let's go with the Republic, but like not their official propaganda channels.
Boy, oh boy, it sure does. What's going through it is, boy, oh boy, it sure does look like that's the Federation's problem. Side 3 wasn't touched by the war. They lost a lot of people, but no fighting ever happened in Side 3. And so long as the remnants, or I suppose loyalists, if you want to think about it like that, inside 3 stay quiet, they're not going to really do anything. He looks a little past into the hallway. Them, they're just for show. Any other questions? What brought this on anyways? What do you care?
Rather know what's making the people we're going up against tick.
Ah. If you want to know about the colonies and how they feel right now, they are pretty angry right now.
That's the other thing I would like to know more of. So I can imagine
Yes.
it's not a particularly happy time there.
Yeah, so after Xeon conquered most of space for those few months, the Federation was funding pretty active guerrilla movements inside the sides, because what else could they really do? Turns out a lot of them don't like the Federation being back. They never gave back the guns. So that's going to be a problem. Although I have heard, you didn't hear this from me, that a lot of the politicos are really considering on shaking things up for space nodes, if you get my drift. In a good way for them. However, the conservatives are going to fucking hate that, because they were all on the lines of the corpos.
Love armored.
Yeah, can't exactly crush a Spacenoid union when they can vote your lapdog politicians out of office. So we will see next month, though. Big things are happening in Dakar.
I guess would Metro have any idea like where the wind is blowing vis-a-vis like the next election?
Probably the conservatives.
Yeah. Not super surprised by that bit of news.
However, I'd like you to roll politics and keen for me.
Hey, that's something I'm theoretically okay at. Hey, that was actually a good roll. That is 4 success.
So among Earthnoids, you could probably guess before the war, just people you know. Giving Spacenoids like voting rights, 1 out of 10 for Earthnoids, is something they consider. It's not closer to like 1 out of 3, which changes the dynamic quite a bit.
Grassroots.
Because like a lot of people, it's becoming a more popular opinion, feel like the oppression of space by Earth is what caused Xeon, and like they just can't do that anymore. It doesn't work. So big things are happening in the Federation right now, for good or for ill. Is there any contraband you'd like to order?
Considering
Any books,
how
any political theory, radical newspapers, underground stuff? Leonard Benny Bun can get you stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty much gonna just say, what do you like? List all those things. The answer will be yes, and I will like roll out a wad of bills.
Oh. What do you want? He takes out a piece of paper and a pen.
I don't know if it's a good idea to write this down.
Don't worry. They have. He looks at the notes and he says, "Egg." It just says like eggs, Sally's wrench, and just like a bunch of random stuff that like makes no sense.
So it's just a code to himself. Yeah. So
Yes.
the agitators newspapers, probably anything I can find out about this like Spacenoids rights movement, and also like just better cigarettes.
Like how much better are we talking? Like office. You already get officer cigarettes. So.
Yeah, more of those. I use this as a lot for social lubrication. They come in handy, especially because I seem to hang around with a lot of like non-officer types.
I need to use it for social lubrication, and then you look at the ashtray and it's in his room and it's like filled with them.
No, they're not open. It's not spent cigarettes. It's just cartons upon cartons of officer cigarettes.
This is how much I've had to bribe.
It's my bribing fund.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it. It's how I launched every conversation last session. I just didn't have a chance to use it this one.
I'll see how much I have. I'll see you later after lunch about that.
Sounds good.
Would you prefer the books or the newspapers? Because the newspaper is easy, the book's a little harder since they're all banned.
I mean, I guess I'd take the newspapers for now. If he has to like work at getting the books, that's fine. If that's going to take additional time.
Yeah, just out of character, like you, if they find you have those books, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Like I'm talking like potentially honorably discharged level of bad.
Yeah, I'm already crafting my defense for like if I'm caught with that shit. It's like, listen, I gotta know what the remnants and stuff are reading and saying and thinking. Would be the line of reasoning.
No, Mr. NP, I'm holding it for a friend. Ah, fuck. Ah.
It's academic.
It's
It is.
academic. I'm using it to gaslight the remnants. You wouldn't get it.
Hey, listen, gaslighting has gotten me so far in this campaign. I see no reason to stop that process.
We gotta
Yeah.
gaslight every Zeke.
You say that, but like Max.
Yeah, I feel bad about that one now in hindsight, but
Hindsight's 2020.
yeah, exactly. Listen, this is why I gotta cover myself in glory on like the whole getting kills, leading successful missions, so that I don't get drummed out of service when my extracurriculars get discovered. You just gotta balance that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The collected works of Zeon Zum Daikun, Volume 1. It's all about finance capital.
Oh god. Like, okay, let's see.
You laugh, but like I've read the collective works of Lenin, and boy oh boy, did I fucking hate doing every moment of it.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna joke that it'd go over Matro. I do have a 3 in politics, so Matro probably would get the hang of it. He's not like an expert, but he's also not a slouch.
No, the problem with the not communists is that communists write like fucking tools.
Yep.
They're dry as hell.
I like how the Gundam not communist are the same as the Gundam not fascist. Technically not. Say it's a weird story of co-option.
Someone else is knocking on my door. I'll be right back again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Back down, never what?
So Halava, you're in front of your mobile suit with a mop.
Mm-hmm. Was Halava's mobile suit hit?
You got killed. Actually, one moment. Yes, you were. Your shield got hit.
Gotcha. Alright, then he'll start cleaning that up first.
I like you to roll grit in athletics.
13 grit oh,
sorry about that.
2d6, gosh. 13's impossible. I rolled critical success.
Oh, Snake Eyes?
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
Awakening point.
Okay.
You clean the fuck out of that shield. You clean so well. Oh, you start cleaning everyone else's mobile suits, and it's all done.
He finally bought paint thinner for his gunpla.
Yeah, the Gunpla modelist figured out how to paint. Shocker. Frep, you are standing in front of Lennon Pennybun. And he says, okay, then he takes the whole roll out of your hands.
Yeah.
Unrolls it, starts counting, hands you back $50.
Yeah, that was expensive, but that was to be expected.
Yeah, you're not going to be lacking for smokes anytime soon, if that's what you're thinking.
That is all right.
See you after lunch. and he goes back to work on the mobile suits. If is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Roll to improve my gun. Here I go.
Yeah, you're in the simulator.
I can improve my gun.
Attempt to improve.
I already did. I rolled the die. 4. Now my dice is at 4. So my firearm.
Okay then. Frep, I'd like. Oh wait, no, you already have full. However, D2 Mind Health back.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good place to stop the episode. How did you guys feel with the guests?
It was
Because
fun.
Bonky and Bucky have a pretty set dynamic.
It was fun to see our cast of emotionally inept, mostly emotionally inept, downright psychopathic cast, except for Halava, interact with relatively normal people. And,
I'm gonna stop you. Just call Bucky normal.
no, well, as normal as one can be if you're enrolled in the military. Everybody in the military is somewhat odd in their own way. But it was fun seeing how different they were from us, because our cast is there's a tension between them, despite the fact they're all teammates. Not in someone's gonna betray the other at any time. It's more like they still haven't, despite the fact they've been working with each other for 3 months. They're acquaintances, but not full on comrades in arms.
Enough hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but those guys, well, they've already been through their character arcs.
Boy oh boy, did Bucky? So Bucky's anti-fascism thing, and Bonky's cycle of violence thing. Clashed a lot. They argued about it 3 times, to 3 different sessions.
Yeah, I got very all the arguments have been had between those two at this point, so it's just there's no heat left in it, which is quite funny.
Everyone knows where everyone else stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hunt, the character I'm gonna play for next season, the whole Contoism thing doesn't gel with the whole panhumanism thing.
Yeah.
Firm believer in national liberation does not gel with one world government.
I definitely should not have gone ahead of the smoke screen. If I just used my MS cannon, that probably could have been better. But what's done is done. I drew tactical fire, using my greater durability. I drew fire away from my team.
Okay, then. So I feel like that's a good place to stop. So, any feedback for how the session went?
It was good. Dude types are super hard to fight against.
It was fun to struggle against a couple ace pilots. I can see how the dynamic of one or two very good pilots mixed in with because right now so far we've mostly fought average-ish pilots and 4 of this, so on and so forth. Seeing the interesting action economy pilots with extra reactions and stuff can make combat very interesting, because this was leaning very much towards this was a very elite level fight, and then seeing how that would interact with an elite plus some mooks would be very interesting to see down the road. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay, I do feel like I need to involve Tired somehow more. Give them more opportunities to talk.
That's probably also my own fault. I'm just not very active, even with Palutro.
Yeah, but let's think about this. So you had the opportunity during the review, during the fight, during the first conversation when Macho was looking around for people to talk in a group.
Also, it's finals week too, so that doesn't.
Yeah. So with Metro, if you guys want to leave, I just gonna ask some character stuff. So feel free. you're not obligated to stay anymore. But like Metro, like you've learned some things. Where do you think his character arc's going now?
All right, I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Bye.
have to. I'll stop the recording.